get it going once you've got it set up.
I'm just using the stuff that came with my graphics card, which usually is okay.
I did not know graphics cards came with streaming tools. That's interesting.
Apparently. Well, it's the AMD software anyway, the Radeon software. There we go. Shit. Excuse me. Thankfully there's no viewers.
When I sent Pratim a message maybe 20 minutes ago, it's like, I know he's been online. I just don't know what he's doing right now.
Rocky, can you text the poor boy?
Cool person things. Hello?
Hello.
It's a Pratim.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's the fate I need.
This motherfucker playing Final Fantasy.
He knows he's not in trouble.
Pratim's at it again. I mean, he could be in trouble.
So we left you guys in a bit of a pickle, huh?
Apparently.
A little.
Apparently.
All right, so when we left off last week, we were in combat. The quick recap is you had brought Irina to the to St. Andrew's Church in the town of Vallaki, where you believed you might be able to stash her safely indefinitely until Strahd could be dealt with, because he has some sort of fixation on her. When you got there, Sniverax noted that the what should have been hallowed ground at the church was not in fact hallowed ground, and the pastor, whose name I have already forgotten, minister, whatever, we'll find him later, confessed that there had been a relic stored in the church that had gone missing. After interrogating the altar boy and the groundskeeper, found that the relic, the bones of St. Andrew, had been stolen and sold to the coffin maker, Heinrich Vandervoort. And you are now in the coffin maker's shop. Vandervoort has been knocked out downstairs and is being watched over by Irina. When you went upstairs, you found 6 vampire spawn. You managed to dispatch 3 of them in their sleep before the dice really screwed you over. And now you are in the middle of a fight with 3 vampire spawn, any one of which is approximately as tough as Morgantha, who very nearly beat the shit out of all of you just yesterday. Oh, and you had more people helping you then. So, yeah.
No sexy Dream Pie wolves at the moment. The one Dream Pie wolf is still asleep.
And catch up and strategize before we start doing stuff.
Team, do you want to try going for the relic, or do you want to just get out of there? If we have the relic, I think we can create safe ground so we can live through the night if one lives through this, and we all live.
I'm going for the relic. I don't know where it is, but I can spend some time searching, I guess.
From last, I remember I got a pickup on fairly good. Where was it relative to the vampires? Was it like right under them? Like, can I get a rough ping where that might be?
It's in a completely separate room, I think.
Yes, somewhere in that area. That last ping was pretty close.
Okay, so that one?
Yeah.
All right. Can we assume that I've transferred information properly when I was talking about where the things are?
Yes.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, see, I've been treating your whatever that spell was, sense good and evil, as sort of a radar since it happens so quickly. You get a number and a general direction, but I think you've used 2 pings. So yeah, you've got let's say direction and distance now. So that last ping was approximately where it's going to be.
So that's where to send Callow. Kalika, Angel, you wanted to take Kalika out the window. Hope maybe with green, right?
That was my plan.
Okay. Are you going to try to take green?
Is green still, how... am I grappled or not? Because apparently I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but if you thought you were, let's just roll with that.
Okay, yeah.
There are a lot of rolls, and not all of them are very descriptive, so...
From my whisper to you, the grapple I was referencing was you securing your own bolts. I think I was assuming you weren't. That can be wrong, though.
And point of order before it gets lost, I made the assumption that when Callow started attacking that he set Jimmy down, since Jimmy is still asleep.
Still comatose.
And under the effects of the dream pastry, yeah. And if you hadn't noticed per team, Jimmy has his own token, should be controllable by you, and I've fucked around with his character sheet a little bit so that you should at least be able to roll for bite attacks for him.
Shit, per team, you got a Jimmy.
I got a Jimmy! Except he might not. Vampires. It's fucked up, guys. I just got that.
What is the Corfell plan?
The Corfell plan is to stay alive.
Okay, are you popping out as soon as possible?
I'm gonna try and drag Blue with me.
Okay. And I'm just going to try to get out the window. I don't have much chance of getting anybody out.
And for team, Rocket and I discussed this earlier. We are going to consider opening a door.
So
to be an
Jimmy is still comatose.
So any doors that you encounter,
I don't know if you're here for the
able
last
to burn your
session,
full movement,
but the guards were leery of
if
letting
there are
us bring
7
Jimmy
doors in
into
your
the
way,
town.
it's gonna take you a
Jimmy
long
is not
goddamn
only
time
comatose, he is
to get
currently
rid of
wearing a very
Okay.
on the nose ball
is the door
gag
behind us
in
still
place of a
closed?
muzzle, which was the
Did
only
we
way
close
we
that
could bring him in, and he is leashed
so.
quite firmly. Apparently the guards
No,
had
this
some
I'm
pretty
going to
hectic
assume that you left
BDSM gear on them,
the door that you came through
and
after the
by
stairwell,
borrowing
wide
the
open.
gear and putting Jimmy in
But
it,
if you'll remember,
that
there
was
were
the
2
only
doors
way
at
we
the
were
top of the
allowed to bring
stairwell.
him
You
into
still got to
town.
open the other one, and if there were any other doors beyond it,
I think you need to draw
that
Jimmy in
also
BDSM gear, and then we need to definitely tag per
I
team,
just don't want you to think I'm adding
because
difficulty later.
I think he needs to
Oh,
see
yeah, I
Jimmy
understand.
in BDSM gear.
That's fair. Oh, it's actually my turn. Oh, yeah, I still can't control Jimmy. Wait, does picking Jimmy up count as an action?
Okay. Have fun.
I mean,
Because, I can't just leave him here.
Thank you. There's a present on its way for you, Pratim.
There's a present on its way for me.
Yep.
Can you control this version of Jimmy?
I cannot.
Okay.
Would you like to go outside,
Is
Tiresias?
Jimmy like Charizard? Am I Ash? Do I need more badges?
Can anybody move Jimmy at all? Just out of curiosity.
Who stole my fucking badge?
No.
I cannot move Jimmy.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll mess with him later. You can tell me where he needs to move.
God.
The interface says he should be controllable by anyone right now, but it's lying.
Jimmy's been messed with enough, I think. Leave poor Jimmy alone.
It's asleep anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, okay. Are we considering picking Jimmy up as an action or not? Because I gotta... Either way, I'm gonna spend my action and move towards the doors. Whether that action is spent picking Jimmy up or opening the doors.
I feel like it's gonna be an action. I think interacting with an object, and in this case, I'm gonna say drugged out Jimmy, is gonna be an object with which you interact.
Okay. Then I pick him up. You can probably get rid of the token then, because he's with me again. And...
I have deleted your Jimmy.
What is this? That's 30 feet. Is my movement 30 feet? It is.
It actually
Move
shows.
back to the top of the stairwell.
In case you weren't aware as well, Pratim, in place of an attack, you can use your action to double your movement.
Well, I'm done at this point anyways, because now there's now a door in front of me. So, and I've used my action to pick up Jimmy. So I have to wait until next round.
Okay. So that will make it Kalika's turn.
What? Oh, okay. But I'm gonna. My token's still there, but I just want to look.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
No, don't lick.
So first, Kalika's gonna go ahead and enter a rage, which should activate a wild surge.
Oh, shit.
You want me to roll the 1d8 or?
Have at it. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Knock on wood for this shit.
The wood is literally everywhere. If I don't have the table in front of me, what's a 5 do?
Okay. 5. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retro.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
It's probably the best outcome we could have hoped for.
And it's magic. That's nice.
Uh-oh, it's magic.
Run and throw myself out the window.
We need to
clarification.
give some time for Pratim to do what he's got to do, otherwise these vampire spawn are going after him instead.
Oh no, I'm dragging this one with me. I'm trying to drag it out. Just carry it.
Are you going through the already broken window behind Corfell, or are you breaking through one of the other 2 windows?
I believe this one was already broken by me earlier.
Correct.
Because I remember I was standing by one and I went ahead and broke it when when combat started. Because like Corfell broke the one over there and I broke the one over here, and we had this whole discussion about how like, hold on, that
Sun's from the other direction. There's nothing coming in this window.
Yeah, I did nothing.
Did you smash that with a weapon?
I don't think I specified, but sure, I'm okay smashing it with a weapon.
I mean, I'll accept that her giant snake paws destroyed it, or her axe did. I mean,
Well,
whatever.
What I'm saying is, if it's the giant axe, is there a better chance that it just loosened the shutters too?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say if she charges at it full tilt, she's just gonna bust through that shit.
Nice.
So, you are going to need to. We're gonna have to do a strength contest, so you can do an athletics roll. The vampire spawn will have a chance to try to break free. So we'll do this before you make your mad charge at the window.
Right. Just to double check right now, I do have advantage because I entered a rage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Roll with advantage.
Let's go. Knock on wood for this.
Yeah.
Oh, you win.
Damn. All right.
I like
And I
that.
think I just pulled up the dice roller, and I think I now have cheat options. Like maybe I did before, but like it's given me an option for target number. No. But if I really feel like screwing with you guys later, I think I have that option. Okay.
He really tried.
Oh,
I don't like that +3 though. Oh no.
It's okay, he's going out the window too.
All right. So Kalika, I'm moving you.
Nope.
And I'm going to move you to the other map because you're actually going to be downstairs.
Oh, okay. That was an interesting thing to experience.
Yeah, sorry. You just went to fucking Narnia. And green is with you. I feel like 2d6 fall damage. Does that sound good to everybody? I mean, you're on the second story.
It's a d6 per 10 feet, right? So we're what, near 15, 20 feet up? It works for me.
I mean, probably closer to 15. We're one story up.
Well, so that still puts it in the... Are we doing it where you have to get the full 10 feet before the extra d6 applies? Or is it like 2d6 at 11?
It's your house, man.
I feel like I put you guys through enough. All right, Angel, I'm going to let you pick, but know that if it's 1 or 2, whatever you take, so does the vampire spawn.
Shit, I don't know.
You're raging, so it's halved anyway?
I think the 1. The bludgeoning isn't going to do much. The vampire has not as much as the sun.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the 1.
Okay.
Besides, I feel like that sets a precedent that will help us later on.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so yes, your damage is halved, so that'll be 2 for you. I feel like there's some wiggle room in the wording, and I feel like the ground is not necessarily a weapon, so I'm going to go ahead and let the vampire take full damage on this one. I reserve the right to rescind that ruling at a later date, though.
Okay. Only things that have giant snakes fall on them. Or with them.
All right, so next in the order is the blue vampire spawn.
Fucking bring it!
Who is going to attack the thing closest to them, which would be Corfell. All right, so again, they get 2 attacks. We are going to start with claws. If the first attack is successful, it will try to grapple you and then just make sweet, sweet love to your neck.
You know, D, you brought up a good point with the mirrors. Corfell, how close to your picture are you? Do you have these glistening abs?
Yep.
Are you a mirror?
Yep. Close enough. The sun is reflecting. The sun is reflecting off the sheen of my sweat right into the vampire's eyes.
You've just been walking around Barovia with your titty meat out.
Shit, yeah.
What do you think he meant by insight check?
My eyes are up here, boys.
Okay, we're gonna pretend none of that happened. Here we go.
It's on stream, my dude. It happened. Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. Of course not.
All right, so for starters, we're gonna do the damage, which is gonna be 2d4 plus 3.
How many attacks does the vampire spawn get?
Dose.
Okay. So that's 8 damage.
That's 8 slashing damage, and I need you to give me a strength saving throw, or else you're going to be grappled.
Oh.
No.
Okay. You, my friend, have been grappled by a vampire spawn who is now going to attempt to bite you.
Nope.
Wait.
Nope. I'm wiggling around all sweaty and shit.
Also,
Go.
I'm sorry, I have to bring this up. The grapple is instead of the damage.
Right. I was wondering about that myself.
Oh, nope. You got. That's a fair point. Okay. Yep. That's fine then. Okay.
What just
So
happened?
no damage. No. Raka read the stat block and rules lawyered Corfell out of damage, which is fine.
I appreciate it.
So I swear I'm not going to do this much later. I
the
promise
reason-
you.
No, dude,
So
you're
he's
fine.
grappled,
You-
but that's because he doesn't take any damage. So the vampire can choose either to do damage or to grapple for a bite. Is that right?
Yeah, so
Okay, so it can make 2 attacks, one of which can be a bite. The claw attack, I missed the part where it said instead of dealing damage, the vampire can grapple the target. So he's grappled, did not take the damage that I mistakenly attributed to him,
and then the
and
bite
then
missed.
the vampire missed with the bite.
Oh, I see. So one of his
Oh.
actions can be
Good,
used to grapple.
because those bites are a son of a bitch.
Look, I've got resistance to necrotic damage, so they're not as bad for me, but still.
Still 2d6.
And it reduces my maximum HP by the amount taken in damage.
All right, so when your turn comes up, which is now, kindly remember that you're grappled.
Yep.
And there we go.
Go out the fucking window, dude.
I can't. I have 0 movement. I'm grappled.
Wait, teleport. Your feature.
Oh.
No, that's not true. You don't have 0 movement. Kalika was grappled. too.
No,
Just the
she broke free of the grapple. So I can attack while I'm grappled, but my movement while grappled is 0.
Wait, since it's your turn, do you get an opportunity to fight the grapple?
I can use my
as well?
action to try and break free. Yes.
He
But
teleport.
but yeah,
The sister did that to us already.
I need to double check something very quickly.
I was going to ask if the teleportation works while someone's holding you, or if you were able to disappear and reappear.
So it's I'll read it out just so it's above board. So as a bonus action, I can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see, once per long rest. So there's no it's like a Misty Step almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, if you want to just call that a grapple break and reappear elsewhere,
Yep.
that will be fine.
So bonus action.
Wait, I have another question. If the man is grappled onto Corfell, are they occupying the same space? Because that would put him in sunlight.
Not quite.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's in his space and I'm in. It's like a big hug, but like death enacting. All right,
It's like a hug with very, very passionate kissing.
I shifted. Eldritch Blast.
I like that you're tilted. Eldritch Blast.
I'm
I hope you're
looking
going
at
out that
it.
window because I am.
You are?
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. We're running.
Oh, I can't. If I go out the window. Oh wait, no, I haven't used any of my movement.
You're free to leave.
Should I kill the red
There's
one? No. Okay, so all right. So I'm going to instead Eldritch Blast at red.
I'm gonna assume this is like right over Snipper Axe's
Nope.
head.
Yeah, Corfel's being so careful not to hit poor Sniverax in the back of the head that he aims too high and just beats the shit out of the wall behind Red's head.
And with that, I'm going straight out the window behind Kalika. Boop. Roll me your damage, sir. Fuck, man.
I'm going to move Kalika slightly.
Is athletics applicable since he's not grappled onto anything? Like how well he takes the fall?
I have no idea what that save would look like.
Oh,
just an acrobatics check, no?
Pull this up.
Yeah, I feel like jumping is athletics, landing would be more acrobatics.
Let me see if I can superhero land this shit. Yeah, I guess.
I'll say with an 18, yeah, you can. Let's say you have that.
Okay.
You do the superhero landing, but like you twinge your ankle just the tiniest bit.
Why is it got to be the fucking ankle, man? The ankle.
Would you prefer a knee?
No, those are just as bad. You don't worry about asking those questions because we don't.
Right.
We just try not to think about
Green's turn.
It's all in the name of fun
and
potentially upsetting
20 damage
by ruining his wolf companion.
Outside in the daytime. Kalika, do you still have a hold on it?
Yes. I don't know.
Yes. The answer is yes.
They're probably both prone if they just went out the window too.
I don't know though, because I might still be like just tangled around her.
Oh, that's true.
Full boa constrictor on this shit.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do the strength contest again, and you'll get to keep your advantage. But this thing is frantically gonna try to break free while it's just kicking off steam and smoke and smells that are somehow at the same time unpleasant and delicious.
All right. Want me to roll first, or?
Go for it. Okay, and I think we established that you do have advantage, so 14 is the number to beat. All right.
It's all right. That's its action to break free, and it's still in the sun.
Yep.
I'm going to yell out very quickly, aim for the spawn! Aim for the spawn! Assuming Raka hears that, it comes plummeting down like a meteor from the sky.
Just the people's elbow from a full story up. This tiny little body.
I'd like to delay my turn to just after Red, if that's okay.
Sounds good.
So what does Red do?
Well, funny you should mention it. Red takes 20 damage and disappears in flame and ash and smoke.
Why is it unpleasant?
Thank you.
Unpleasant and delicious.
Going out the window, and I'm going to try to do a dropping attack onto the now free vampire spawn. Maybe I could just stake it down into the sun.
My puppy is being silly.
Describe to me what
the
your
camera's
body
not working, so there is no puppy cam today, unfortunately.
Shield? Are you going sword first? What is this swan dive
Link
look
down
like?
V.
Huh?
Have you played Smash? Melee?
Oh, the penis sword. Yes.
Down B. Just straight down on the sword, crouch with it.
Okay. Dude, give me an attack roll for that shit. And I will move you in the meantime.
Hey!
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
Does the vampire slow my drop?
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Cool.
yeah, I'm going to say that I'm going to let you take half damage because you've let the vampire absorb most of the blow, and they're going to take full. So that's going to be 10 damage that you've inflicted.
Are they in a position that they can take a attack of opportunity if I move away?
I believe they are, yes.
Okay, then I will put my shield up for all the good it does and yell out. It's Irina, right? I'm not remembering.
Yeah, Irina.
Irina, quickly, leave! We are retreating.
Callow's still inside.
Yeah, so much for waiting.
So I think that Kalik is definitely gonna do like count how many heads there are and go like, wait, aren't you one?
I mean, yes, she could sit in the building and wait for a vampire to come downstairs. The thing is, Sniv has promised to protect her. So her thought of getting Irina out of the building.
Hello, still
Fine,
upstairs alone. Really?
With a vampire spawn.
You guys were like, give Callow some time, and then gave me no time.
I'm coming back for you, buddy. Don't worry. I'm coming back for you.
Okay, Irina is now aware that it's time to flee, but her initiative roll was garbage, so it's going to be a little while before she does anything.
It's not my turn, right?
Indeed.
Okay, so I'll open the door. Can you unlock this door here?
Mind if I shadow
Yes,
him?
yes.
I want to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Like,
Okay,
I'm just
door's been removed, and
And there's another door. Fantastic.
How do we
I
get
had a
back
quick
upstairs though?
question. I don't remember last week. I know that Corfell was at the back door and that he was let in. Did you guys? You shut the door. Did you lock it behind you?
No, we just closed it over.
Okay.
here's another thing. If opening a door is an action, can closing it be part of the same action? Like you just slip through?
I would say if there's a movement aspect to it, yes. Like you could keep a hand on it as you brush past and just flip it shut behind you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that because that means if I need to escape, I also need to open
Here's
the
the
door.
other thing, though. They have to open the door. If it costs you an action, it costs them an action.
Yeah. And for some reason, no one's coming up to rescue you, though. You're just literally delaying the inevitable.
Or you can just go downstairs and we all leave.
That's what I'm considering as well.
Okay, since you've opened that door, let me give you a quick rundown of the room that you see. It is, it's just a kitchen / dining room. Square table, couple of chairs, some provisions out, like, half a loaf of bread, canned stew, whatever. There do not appear to be any bones in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got your range finding information from Sniverax correctly, what you're looking for would be beyond the door on the other side of the kitchen.
Yep.
Interesting. How far is this man from me? Oh, that would be two full turns to get to me.
Mm-hmm. You got a head start by far.
Well,
You've got the same amount of movement speed, but yeah, if you get stopped.
Yeah, no, that's one turn to get to me because he doesn't have to take an action, right?
Well,
He
if
can
you
use that to.
Yes, but that means that the door stays closed. He has to stop at the door if you close it. So if you do,
Okay,
I don't know.
Follow-up question. Investigating for the bones would also take an action, correct?
Yep. If they're not like obvious, like in the middle of the room on a pillar, with heavenly glow surrounding it and an angelic choir singing, like you're gonna have to look around.
Okay, so I take one action to open the door, another action to get the bones. Vampire Boy would take one action to open the door. Still has an action that he could use to claw at me with.
No, one action uses up both attacks.
Does it?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
We can try and run up to help you, especially if the vampire's chasing you.
We
What
can also
is-
come back for it later.
How does attack of opportunity work?
If you move out of its melee range, it will have an
Right.
attack of opportunity on you. So it just gets a
And-
free attack, essentially.
A single free attack, is that right?
Yes.
Does it like get the double attack that it normally?
No,
would?
one
no,
attack.
one attack.
We
I don't-
can
I
come
don't-
back at a later time. You don't have to force this if you're not feeling it.
D's rolling, man. Maybe we should be concerned.
Let me think about the potential here. Hold on, give me a second.
This will constantly set it one action and a move behind. So if it sprints to door, action to open door, move to next door. Action to open
Yes.
door, move to a spot.
Yeah.
Look, we're down to 2 from 6 vampire spawn. We're doing fucking alright.
I think we're pushing some luck.
We've got the...
Okay, so I'm closing the door behind me. I'm doing it. We'll see. I'm closing the door behind me, and I'm running to the other door.
Okay. And I'm going to close that door so that you can't see what's happening.
It's terrifying.
I think we should also kill this one that's with us, because, like...
We have to.
He's in the
at this point,
sun, yeah. Like, there's 3 of us, 1 of him, he's in the sun. We can do this.
Kalika can re-grapple before it gets to act.
Funny you should mention that. Guess whose turn it is?
So do you guys want me to re-grapple or just straight swing at it?
Turn is it?
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe try and grapple.
Oh, Kalika is a vampire. Okay.
What?
On the turn order, Kalika is a vampire.
You might need to press F5. That is not what I'm seeing, friend.
It's what I see. It's okay.
Yeah, I see a vampire.
Vampire token. Hey, I mean, I did get bit, so, you know. Alright.
I can't wait to show you this present, Pratim.
Me out? What the Wait, what just happened? Is
I
that
don't remember. I don't remember if we established this. My grapple got broken, right? By the fall?
it did?
Not by the fall, just the vampire spawn's next turn.
It broke free.
That to break the wrap.
Yeah. I will go ahead and try and grapple it again. Do I still have advantage or no?
Yeah, you're
You're
still
still
raging.
raging, I think you do.
Fair enough.
I believe in you, Snake.
Yeah.
Wait, do I not get to see rolls anymore because I'm like elsewhere?
No, you
Should
should
be
still be
able
able to
to
see
Oh no,
stuff.
I do see it. Holy shit! That is a critical success on the grapple. Wow. Oh
Okay.
my god! You eated it. What the fuck?
Whew.
That was a close one, yeah. All right. Green is grappled. And it is now Blue's turn. And none of you were there to see what I do with this.
Spooky.
Send it out the window, dear. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we're all friends down here, man.
I don't know. Maybe
You
it goes back
can't
to the
see
box.
my expression, but I'm looking forward to this artwork. I'm looking forward to sharing it with Pratim
Corfel's turn.
and ruining his image of his own pet. God, I'm so happy for what's about to come from chat. But for my actual turn,
Are you commissioning more wolf bondage
I'm
porn?
not commissioning anything, sir.
Yeah, maybe I have to rethink my stance on Raka being, into what he's into, and maybe think if it's you.
It's not me. This is a present for you, remember? Okay, Eldritch Blast in the face of the one spawn that is now grappled.
Because it's grappled, I think we can give you advantage.
Oh, cool.
Sounds a little bit furry today.
I mean, that's
Hey,
a
look, this one hit.
that's an 18.
Yeah, oh, that hits.
That'll be
Wait.
8 force damage. Ignore the crit. It's doing stupid stuff again.
Because
Should
you're
look at the crit.
plus D4.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
because
what?
it's because of the
I don't
D4.
understand how this. What is the D4 from?
From we still have Bless, no?
If that did not go out,
Right. So I rolled an extra 4 on the D4 from the Bless, so it's 18. But because it's maxing
So it's
the
14.
D4, yeah, it's 14 plus the D4. Wait, did you say Bless didn't go out, or that it's still running?
no, it did not go out, but you still have advantage, right?
Oh yeah. So hang on. Let me get rid of that Bless real quick. And then I'll roll another D20.
Hey.
Plus my charisma, so that hits. So yeah, 8 damage.
Okay.
This is brilliant. It's only
So I
loaded the
went ahead and
top
let
section
the
real
8
quick.
damage stand.
Oh,
That's your whole
Pretend's gonna
turn.
love this.
No?
Sorry?
Was that your whole turn, buddy?
Yes, that is my whole turn. For team, there's a link there in chat for you.
Okay.
I've already seen it. It's a lot. All right, it is now Green's turn, and they will yet again attempt to break the grapple. I feel like this is that Bernie Sanders meme. Here I am yet again asking you to let me out of this grapple. Go ahead and roll with advantage, Kalika.
He takes damage from sunlight, right?
Oh yeah, but he's not dead yet.
Fair.
It's only 20 damage per turn. Angel, when you're done with the porn, I need a
Have I derailed the campaign?
No, it's just that was never what any of that was about.
Strength check, right? Or athletics?
same thing, I think.
Yeah, with
Still
advantage.
getting advantage, especially considering.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Oh, look, critical success. Again.
So yeah, nothing good really happens for Green today. Sniverax.
Raka, you're out.
All right, take my attack against it.
Yep, plenty to hit. So 6 slashing damage.
Hopefully next turn I'll finish it off if we do enough. That's all I got.
Oh, shit!
Okay, real quick, I need to adjust something.
So good. So
And Irina starts to run out the door, dragging an unconscious old man by his collar, and stops before running into Sniverax. and now she's just kind of standing there awkwardly, not really sure what to do. It's Callow's turn.
I'm good.
The mystery
I
attic.
kind of
We're
want to
gonna
know
open
what
the
the snake
doors.
eyes would have looked like.
Behind me.
Okay, let me remove that.
How do
door
you
for
determine
sir.
what you draw? Yeah.
Door, step through, close it behind me. Are the bones apparent?
Oh shit.
I don't believe so. Let me double check the room description. All right. So you enter a modest bedchamber that holds a cot, several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe. The bones are not laying out in the open, unfortunately.
I don't know about terrifying.
Is this wardrobe actually
You seem to fit
open,
in
or
with
do
us
I have
pretty
to,
well.
like...
You will not be forced to take an action to open the wardrobe. Like, you
Okay.
can see inside of it. But if you actually want to investigate,
Oh shit.
that would be an
Zangu.
action which you do not have right now.
Zangu, no.
Okay.
No, Zangu. We're actually
But
winning.
I do have the sense from Raka, right? Like, or the hints from Raka, and I remember that it was in this area, so I'm going to guess that it's going to be in the wardrobe.
Okay. And in case you decide to go that route, I do want to point out, I don't know if you can see it through the barriers that have been provided, but there are 2 windows in this room.
Windows in this room?
Windows in that room.
Yes. There is one directly to the left of the little end table in the upper left-hand corner, or end table, whatever, table. And there is one on the square directly underneath the chair. It's like one up and one
I
left.
think Angel would appreciate a sexy
window.
Kalika. I think she would love it to love the
Windows are
shit
not
out of
set
it.
up like doors, so I can't open them for you to make it obvious. What's your question, sir?
These bones are venerated, right? They're consecrated. They're holy.
Yes, they are a holy relic. What do you have in mind?
Okay. Can I stab a vampire with them? Will it
She
do anything?
is a Yonti abomination specifically, so
May.
you're into D&D, I'm sure you know.
Okay. I don't know how vampires.
You know, I'm pretty sure that the
But
party
yeah,
did
Yonti
that in our
abomination.
last campaign. They did the waking up in prison
So
trope.
this is
And
actually an
dead
interesting
body among
composition.
monks and
We've got
daggers out of the
myself
ribcage.
as a Shadowkai elf.
Fucking savage, those guys.
Pratim is just playing a
I'm
human
thinking
ranger, I
pretty
think.
much the same thing right now. They're gonna be bones.
Kalika's obviously the
Bones are
Yonti
pointy,
abomination.
and I'm very likely. I'm expecting to run into
And
a
then
vampire
good old
because all my friends are
Raka
gone
is
for some
playing
reason.
a female kobold.
And
Which, if you were curious, Raka did some research.
this is gonna
Kobolds
be,
have cloacas and
the first thought
hemipines and
that's gonna come
stuff.
to
It's
mind.
very
I don't have
interesting.
time to pull out a sword. I cannot knock an arrow with a wolf on me. So
Yeah, right,
I've got
Zangu?
bones. I've got holy
Be
bones.
sure to
That's all
hit
I got.
Raka up and ask him how long it took him to investigate
Also,
kobold
Raka,
genitalia.
I'm going to the you ran first thing because you told me to run.
I know. You can't say we abandoned you.
Well, we kind of did, but I'm going back in.
Abandoned each other.
You guys are just gonna skip right past Pratim saying he has a holy bone?
No, yeah, maybe. I feel like I've done enough to ruin this with sexual innuendo already.
All I'm saying is, I don't mind if anyone else is into it, but I am not into it.
Okay. All right. So, that's your whole turn. So, Kalika.
There was a big discussion as to whether kobolds
What are we
had
doing?
human-like
I still have a hold on her, right?
or humanoid-like genitalia versus reptilian slash avian genitalia. So yeah, because Raka was modeling his kobold inside
Actually,
Blender.
how bad is she looking?
Really, really not good.
There is no sunlight in your stomach.
Wait, Kalika's not looking good?
No, the vampire's spawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just as a note, I don't think eating the vampire spawn would be a good idea.
And you were given specific instructions to not have sex with anything undead.
I was
Just
about to ask.
feel like I should remind you.
Yeah, things go poorly. They get their souls back, but they turn evil.
And then they get a spin-off with Cordelia.
All right.
I feel like I missed a reference.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe.
That was fucking softball, man.
So I could try and use my prehensile tail to grapple while keeping my hands free, but with something this high level and this strong, I don't really want to risk it. So instead, she bit me, I'm gonna bite her back.
Yeah, fucking do it.
I'm gonna fail, but you know. Is biting gonna be like a... Would I add anything to biting? Would it be...
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to treat your bite as we would any other unarmed attack. If I remember the rules correctly, unless you took a specific feat, you're not going to have proficiency. But because she's grappled, I'll give you advantage. So it'll be a d20 plus your dex or your strength modifier, probably your strength, whichever one's higher. And then your damage would be...
Would you eat vampire nuggets?
Because you don't have the
Zangu?
relevant feats, would be 2 plus
Like
your
Rocky Mountain oysters?
strength modifier.
No? You wouldn't eat
No.
balls?
But advantage?
Advantage.
Nope. Well, worth a shot.
On the bright side, at least it wasn't a 5.
It's a shame Ironic's not
You,
here.
you try to viciously bite at the vampire's neck in retaliation. You accidentally nibble their earlobe. Things are now uncomfortable.
Oh no.
The vampire's like, oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh no. Look, I just think you're providing our friend with ammunition for artwork.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's your turn.
Okay, so we're looking at...
I do think we make fun of Raka for being a furry, but somehow I keep pigeonholing poor Angel into vampire sex.
Oh dear. Yeah, because this would be the second time, no?
To be fair, it doesn't help that one of her remarks was, "I just want to find the biggest dick." All right, she said this herself.
Y'all put those words in my mouth. I never said that.
I'm
Yeah.
steering clear of that
Really?
shit altogether.
I remember you describing your goals with those words.
I'm glad you're over 18.
So, just to clarify real quick, these are 5-foot squares, right?
Correct.
And I'm out of melee of the creature at the moment.
Yeah. How didn't you like?
Yeah,
land
I should
next
be
to her
I should be on
originally?
it. It's okay. I'll move on
I'd
it.
say yeah. If you'd moved away, there should have been an opportunity attack. But whatever.
So it's gonna get one now anyway, because I'm gonna quickly sort of dodge around. I want to get back inside. So would we say 20 feet of movement, 25 feet of movement to get back inside?
I'm sorry, but I just checked chat and I fucking love it.
Ah, nice one, Zangu.
Good times. Yeah. 20. Let's go with 25, and you can get into that clear space that's kind of near Vandervoort and the coffin. We'll say it's reduced slightly because you have to push past so many fucking people.
Yep, okay.
That's a crowded spot.
Okay.
And opportunity attack. Okay.
Yep, hit me. Yep.
Oh,
Yep, bring it. Come on.
Ooh.
he's gonna roll like a 24 for his disadvantage roll.
There we go.
Oh,
Wait, that's
damn!
damage. That's damage.
But that is damage.
Yeah, there's no disadvantage.
It's in sunlight.
Does that make it have disadvantage on its attacks?
no,
It does,
okay,
yeah.
Yep. Good point. Thank you for catching that.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't work. I told you he was just gonna roll better for his disadvantage roll.
So 7. Okay. Lily, no, puppy.
Yeah, and I like to think that the vampire spawn, rather than having like really sharp claws, they have really thick, blunted nails, which I think that they're dull makes it that much more grody when they slash across your back as you're trying to run away.
I'm also going to use my action to get part way up the stairs.
Okay, is that the 30 feet?
I'm not going the full 30 feet because I don't want to be up on the landing.
Okay, well, I'm going to move you. I'm assuming you're going to continue upstairs, so I'll move you to the equivalent space on the upstairs map then.
Don't worry about the black screen. It's coming back in a second. There we go. Thank you, dear.
Okay. All right, so it is now Green's turn, and Green gives Kalika a very confused look and kind of touches the ear where she's been bit, and then bursts into flame and disappears in your arms.
Green's like, is this what love feels like?
See, Raka, I told you we had this, man.
Hold on. You could
You're right.
She died in my arms tonight.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Must have been something you said.
Something you said.
Wait, can we sing lyric? Can we talk lyrics on stream? Is it copyright?
Are you a partner?
I don't know,
Does it
man.
matter?
No, not even affiliate yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Okay, it is now Snifferax's turn.
I think she's going to be really torn now. She has to protect Irina, but Corfell's run in, so she'll call up, Corfell! Wait, what are you doing? Are you fighting? Is he too far?
I feel like he could hear a shout.
I can hear it.
He's just not responding.
Correct.
He's a dick.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, so I'm going to take my...
No.
I'm going to take my...
Yeah, Raka's picked his voice
I
for
guess
his
if
little
I can still
kobold
talk,
girl quite
just
well.
Turn to Kalika.
I've gone with a
trying to
bit
get
of a
some guidance.
Batman-esque
Kalika,
voice for
follow,
my
to
little
protect.
dark, well, not really dark elf, shadow elf. Shadow elf.
Killing the danger would be protecting, yes?
I suppose it is true. All right.
I know that I was told when I signed up for this that you are not supposed to try and let your teammates die or eat them. So that is what I'm going to try and do.
Shadowkai Goth Elves, yeah,
Irina,
pretty much raised in the
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell, so they're kind of
back up Corfell.
the darkness and the shadow of the Shadowfell permeates
race up after
them, and they kind of are they're not soulless per se, but there's a separation.
Let's see, how far is that?
That seemed like it was a pretty good distance.
So actually kind of like Shadowkai literature,
I'm gonna move
because
Corfell up a square,
they're like
and I'm just going to let you be in the
right up
stairwell
into
in
the
upstairs now.
the masochism of BDSM. Like they're all about pain,
Irina,
inflicting
for
it
her
and
part,
having it inflicted on them.
is going to move just outside the door and drag Vandervoort with her. All right, Callow, it is now your turn. Do you want to investigate the room?
Yes, I am I would like to investigate for the bones.
Give me that sweet roll, boy.
I swear to. Oh wait, okay.
You could do perception or investigation, like whichever one you feel is stronger.
How can it be so wrong when it feels so
I
right?
just have to hope my dice aren't shit. again. Which one? Okay, it's gonna be perception.
Hey, you did it. Double digits at least.
Like I said, I just had to hope my dice aren't shit, and then of course my dice are shit.
Look, it's not your fault, Pratim. It's the curse of Strahd.
That's fair.
So 12 is not enough for you to beat the DC to find anything. So just to recap, you are, as far as you know, alone in this large coffin shop with a vampire who is getting closer and closer. You're not really sure how fast because you've been closing doors behind you and can't see them, but like surely they have to be almost upon you.
Yep.
And yeah, you can't find any fucking thing useful in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. No, sounds like you're doing great, Rosef.
Yep.
Can he at least know if there's a lock on the door?
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, you can tell that the door does lock.
Flashbacks to a story that came out of one of the private schools here in Sydney many, many years ago of some boys at a boys' school who used woodwork and the wood room to craft wooden dildos, which they then used on another student as boys are cunts. That kind of shit, not appropriate.
Am I allowed to just go up the stairs with them, or?
Map out the movement and show me on the downstairs steps how far you can get.
10. 35. So I'm 35 right on the cusp of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you there, but just know that Sniverax is directly in front of you, like 5 feet in front of you right now.
Okay.
Okay, and on this turn, Callow, you hear the door to the room behind you fly open.
Yep, as I expected.
And in steps a vampire spawn, who has a very wicked grin on their face. Corfell, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, so I can see doors are open now, presumably, right?
Yes, you do not have to stop and bust down doors. They've just been thrown open. But you do have to calculate kind of a weird path as you go.
Would you say I could see the window beyond the vampire spawn from this angle?
Yes, it is on the square directly north of the vampire spawn.
Okay.
And there's another one further north in the room.
Yep.
And you hear Kalos saying, "Hey, any chance we could talk this out?"
Is the vampire is the spawn focused in on Callow at the moment?
He has no idea you're back there.
All right. So what I want to do, gauging what's going on here, I want to hold my action to cast Eldritch Blast at the window to bust it open as the vampire spawn starts to pass in front of the window. So as soon as he passes in front of that window, I want to bust it open with Eldritch Blast and just fucking bake him in sunlight.
Okay. Sniverax.
Rucker is excited in all the ways. Oh god, don't do that to us, mate. It's not nighttime. We know this.
Let's see. Corfell just opened up a window, right?
No, he's preparing to blast one open. He has not done so yet.
Okay. Do I have anything that's ranged? No, I can't do anything good.
You could get ready to open that other window that's in line with me.
True. I can actually just smash that out.
But I would
15 more feet.
also wait, because otherwise it's going to know we're here.
Can I prepare an action to smash the window on Corfel's lead?
Okay, so both of you are pulling yourselves out of the order for now. Cool, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Irina is also waiting. Callow, what you want to do?
We're gonna do it again. Gonna fucking do it again. I am nothing if not a glutton for punishment.
You're gonna look.
Yeah, I looked.
Oh, okay. So as the vampire kicks in the door and is just looking at you, all but licking its chops,
I did
you're
say.
still just kind of looking around the room, and you suddenly
No. I totally heard it come in, and I'm like, "Hey, any chance we could talk us up?" But I'm like, still looking though, like I'm just talking aloud.
Bait and switch.
Yeah, I'm talking aloud. I've got my back to him and everything. I hear the door open. I'm like, "So you wouldn't happen to be a talker, would you? Like, you wouldn't want to just work things out like this?"
Callow is our
while
faith.
still searching.
You got to give him the opportunity.
Doesn't he have like 9 charisma?
That's what makes him our face. You don't put the most charismatic person there, then you just know you succeed all the time.
My poor puppy has a slip disc, so she's been incredibly needy recently.
I do totally only have 9 charisma.
She's also been very expensive.
I was kidding. Ouch. Okay.
No, look, you know what?
Sometimes.
Alright, it didn't work. It didn't work, guys.
Oh, shit.
I think he's gonna get mad. I tried.
We've said you're not supposed to talk to people, Prateen.
Okay, well, you be in this position and decide what you do.
Look, this is bad, man. Zunga's in chat. Like, we know what happens when Zunga's around. The egg requires death.
Well, there have been 2 vampires that have died, so the eggs have been sated. Also, he's a false egg. I'm the real egg.
So, Callow, you are frantically looking around the room, trying to spot these...
You are both potatoes.
Ancient, old bones, as this vampire bears down on you, and sure enough, out of the corner of your eye, you catch sight of something...
Potatoes.
The slightest bit out of place.
Cook them, boil them, put them in a stew.
And you realize there is a secret compartment in the base of that wardrobe that was not put back together correctly the last time it was accessed. Of course, you've used up all of your actions, so you can't go fishing right now.
Seriously, opening the compartment takes an action. All right, you know what? That's fine. This is the fate that's occurred to me.
You don't get to do a lot of shit during combat.
Yeah, but I'm not engaging in combat. The entire time I've been searching.
You're that guy in the background of the bar fight scene who's holding his beer up over everybody's head, trying to weave through the fight to just get back to his table. Like, come on, guys, come on. Okay, Kalika. So I'm going to take away your first 5 feet of movement to stick you right there.
I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and go up the stairs so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, I'm probably going to come up and say hello to the vampire and see if I can get a good heavy slash in with my big axe.
And I'm going to say it has not noticed you guys at all yet. I'll give you advantage on this attack roll.
Can I mime holding it since we're getting ready to smash some windows?
Yeah, like drag it into the window.
Oh, okay. So grapple then? Try and grapple and pull back, or what?
Forward. There's that window just ahead.
So I guess just shove?
Just barrel into it.
Yes, exactly that.
I'm still going to give you advantage because this sounds fun. But I am going to make you do the strength contest to see if it can hold its ground against the stealthy giant snake monster.
Hey, snakes are stealthy.
That's all right, friend. As long as you're listening to all the shenanigans.
You never see him climbing up out your toilet till it's too late, man. I tell you what.
Are we talking about ghoulies?
In fairness, though, I literally don't even have feet. The footsteps give me away, so, you know.
Oh, yeah!
Jesus.
Oh, yeah!
These things keep rolling so high on their strength.
Oh my god.
Show me what you got. Oh!
So I choose to imagine that the thing just kind of like heard a bit of a noise and looked left, like right as I plowed into it, just for comedic effect.
And I'm gonna choose to imagine that no matter what Kylo hears behind him, he's still talking. Like, no, like seriously though, let's work this out. He doesn't know that Kalika's back there wrestling with him.
Do you like kids? Like in pies?
So yeah, Kylo's just standing there trying to talk this vampire out of killing him when all of a sudden the goddamn 310 to Yuma in the form of Kalika comes flying into the room and just blasts the vampire in front of the fucking window.
Boom!
Oh, is that your trigger?
Boom!
Oh, that's my trigger.
All right, give me a moment to draw some shitty sunbeams.
Oh
Rocco
no!
misses his window.
Oh no!
It's a window. Are you gonna make me miss a stationary object?
Why are you rolling it all, man?
Look, dude, I don't get to pull a drawer out during combat at the same time as I get to look. All right, you get to miss a window.
You swing at the broadside of a barn and miss.
I'm gonna say that you do shatter the window, but you don't have enough follow through to break the shutters.
That's fair.
Zungu, do you want to do the dishes for me
Okay.
too while you're at it, dude?
So we're gonna start by I'm gonna paint it orange because I've forgotten I'm still in draw mode. Go me. I'm gonna start by taking away 20 hit points. And this thing is just going to we're not even in bite mode anymore. This thing is just frantically clawing. Kalika, here she comes, girl.
Disadvantage.
Yep. So 17 is the low end of that attack. Is that enough to hit you, Angel?
You know, I'm gonna guess that it is.
Okay. So that's going to be the 2d4 plus 3. So that is 6 slashing damage. And we're going to follow it up with another wild swipe.
Oh, so good. I love that the snakes have little
guess that the 12
snake
is probably
faces
not enough.
on their heads.
No,
So
12's
good.
not enough.
So good.
Okay, so that is it for the vampire spawn's turn.
Is it my turn?
I'm trying to remember where you guys popped into the order. It would have been just after Kalika's move.
Yeah, so it just now comes back to my turn because it's the reaction to hold an action to do stuff.
Well, the way I had always handled that was when you take yourself out of the order and put yourself back in, that's where you are now.
It still kind of leaves us where we are then, given that Kalika burst through and did her thing.
I'm putting you guys directly behind Kalika in the order.
Okay.
So that's cool. Irina is still kind of chilling downstairs. And
look, as long as you're enjoying drawing this stuff,
I'm gonna grab the bones.
I will never have it said
and
that I insist people draw
oh, hey guys!
things they are
Glad you could make it.
drawing.
And then, wait, can I stab the man with the bones? Is that too much?
Ooh.
That's gonna be you've still gotta like open the panel in the base of the wardrobe and find stuff.
Okay.
So I would say your action would be getting the shit.
All right. I'll use my action to get the stuff.
Okay.
Angel, did you click that link?
I did. Thick.
Wow. That is the snake button.
Okay, so you find 2 sacks, Callow. A large one containing the bones of St. Angel, and a small one containing what sounds like a bunch of coins. So, yeah, you got bones and you got money.
Cool.
It's great.
Who could ask
None of us know what we're doing at the moment.
Kalika.
Indicative of the year 2020, the year when nobody knows what's happening and what's going on.
If you're not, dying.
That thing didn't break the grapple, right?
Nope. It never attempted to. It just went nuts trying to slice and dice you.
Okay, I guess just...
They can only get better.
Chomp, chomp, I guess.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Nope.
Does she get advantage from being grappling on this?
I'm gonna say, yeah, because of the nature of this attack, I will give her advantage.
Alright, take 2.
Oh, Rucker.
Hey, all right.
I'm a big ass man,
So
personally.
this time you actually do
Generally on
successfully
people,
fight a vampire in a
but
neck,
I can appreciate the
in their neck,
artwork.
in a way that could not be construed as sexual, except in some very specific BDSM.
I feel like you should have still bitten the ear, just like bite it off or something.
Yeah, just Mike Tyson that shit.
Yeah, just Mike Tyson him, dude. Get rid of the ear.
And
The only problem thing is she wouldn't spit it out afterwards. She would swallow it.
so you're, you know what?
I see this as an absolute win.
So, for damage, it's going to be a 2 plus your strength modifiers. Your strength modifier a 3.
I took it from the UT Abomination race thing that I stole her from.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like serpent's fangs.
Yeah, if it's a move, that's cool. So yeah, 7 damage. Okay. I'm even gonna bypass the magic stuff because it's really its own kind of magic for those of us watching.
Alright, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this thing from a distance. Actually, I'm going to Toll the Dead.
You're gonna have to remind me what that does.
Yep. So it's going to be a DC. It needs to roll. Where did it go? So it's a Wisdom save, and because it's taken damage, it's a D12 versus a D8. It is necrotic damage, but if it saves, no damage. If it doesn't save, then it's full damage.
Don't you have to be in melee for that? Isn't that like clapping?
Toll the Dead? No. The sound is created on top of it.
Okay, gotcha. When you used it the first time, I imagine you just slapped your ears on both sides of the thing's face. It's like, no.
But no, it's gonna. It has a +3 to Wisdom. Is that accurate?
Check the stat block.
It saves. No damage.
All right, so that will bring us to Sniverax. Do you want to continue your fight against the shutters?
I definitely think you have made one Snake Lady very happy.
Since this thing is now clawing at Kalika, I want to use Virtue.
Ooh.
You will not fall this day. Hold on. This is temporary health, and it lasts until the end of the round, I think. So I'm not sure. My best understanding is that lasts until like this cycles through.
So it's essentially the end of your next turn, because that would be the round from when you cast it, I imagine.
Yeah, that sounds right. That makes sense.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of padding in your health.
Well, the vampire spawn is going to continue just wildly clawing at Kalika.
Don't forget that sunlight damage.
Yep. It ain't dead yet, though.
I cannot wait to stab this thing with holy. So excited.
Make sure to use a bone that has like the traditional bone ending on it, so it looks like a steak.
Yeah, no, I know.
Look, there's a joke about altar boys in here, and we're not gonna make it.
Look, man, we're talking about them. We're talking about a guy that's already dream pied a wolf. Now he's about to bone a vampire.
And put it in bondage gear.
Damn right. Only none of it was sexual. You guys just interpret it as sexual. What is this?
Those are attack rolls.
That's an attack roll with disadvantage. So, okay.
I don't think the vampire understands what disadvantage means.
Nope. It's all right. It's still halved.
She's not
it's
locked
still
in
halved.
here with you. You're locked in here with her.
If that's 4, or if that comes down to 5 damage, then you still have 2 temporary health.
Does her damage get halved? Yes, because she's raging.
Raging.
Okay. So yes, halved down to 5.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I always go up on the halves. So she still has 1 temp HP.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
I'm clicking buttons. It's not like I've got weighted fucking dice.
I don't believe you.
I don't agree with you.
Roll20 is like, you paid for the Curse of Strahd module. Here's some extra fucking bullshit dice.
So that should only be 3 actual damage.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. I don't think any of us are really putting any effort into making some of this stuff sexual or just with the jokes. It's just all stream of consciousness happening.
The sharpest bone in this collection, and I'm gonna stab the motherfucker in the face.
Fuck yeah. Get in there.
Okay. Give me a melee attack roll. We'll treat it like a dagger.
Can I treat it like a sword kind of thing? So I can just roll?
Oh shit, dude!
Harder?
How big do you think St. Andrel was?
Look, that's the only melee weapon I have. Well, I mean, I have the lance, but I don't think the bones are that long.
Okay. What's your guys' proficiency at right now?
3.
3.
2.
Okay.
2.
Callow, what's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is 3.
That Walrus is buff
5.
as fuck, and I love that he's wearing Leroy Jenkins underwear. You need some fried chicken, though.
That is enough to hit. Remind me, daggers are a D4 of damage?
The Moonkin is good.
So I think it would be a D4 plus 3 of piercing damage.
No, it's gotta be holy. It's gotta be holy. These are holy bones. But I'm just...
No, it's so good. But I don't think I commented previously on your Sailor Moonkin drawing. That was
delay for a moment.
The Sailor Moonkin was really, really well done.
There we go. Oh look, critical hit. Fuck this guy. Stab him in his fucking face.
Raka always focuses on the nipples. It's why he asked if my dude was shirtless.
I'm even gonna say, like, because this was a holy relic of sorts, Just this once, I'm going to let you hit for double damage.
Oh, shit.
However, the large rib that you pull out of the sack and stab down into this vampire's torso, like after it pierces the skin and they just sort of like scream in response, the rib turns to dust in your hand and it's gone.
Pratim, don't you waste those fucking bones, man.
No, it was just the one. Wait, also, I disagree. I said I stabbed him in the face. I don't want him to be. I don't want it to go in the torso.
Okay, no, it's beautiful. Like it goes in one cheek and pokes out the other, but like further in to where it like busts their jaw open and it's all dangling, all weird.
The mental imagery is not good.
Yeah, bite someone now, bitch. Bite someone now.
Kalika.
I'm sorry, I had to step away for a second to make sure one of my friends is okay. Are they still grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, they have never tried to ungrapple. They have just been straight up trying to claw you to death this whole time.
Ability to just sort of keep them grappled in my tail and free my hands. And
I had to refresh my memory on the Shuttlecock anime gif, but yes. Yep.
Give me a second.
See, I think going forward, like I'll be okay with you keeping the tail grapple, but like when somebody tries to bust out of just a tail grapple, I think you would not have the advantages that we've been giving you.
Guys, he said going forward, we're not dying today.
We're doing it.
Yes.
We're fucking doing it.
Is that
16, I think, just misses.
So we'll call that 4 damage. That is good enough to
hit. It hits. Good.
All right, Corfell.
Why won't you fucking die? And then Eldritch Blast.
As you are firing the Eldritch Blast, the vampire, with one side of its jaw detached, I already died.
That's a good point, dude.
Take 4 damage. Fucking natural 1 bullshit on a D10. Fucking 1 on a D10.
Sniverax.
Yeah, who do you think you are? You're not D. You don't get good rolls.
Right?
I'm
Fuck me.
with the lay on hands. Keep giving her. I need to roll it. More virtue health.
Wait, how many spell slots do you have? I thought you
This
only
is a
had one
cantrip.
left. Oh,
this is
okay,
a cantrip because it fades and it's not actual health.
Okay, I was like, yo, before you told me you had 1 spell slot left. What's going on?
I used it to smite.
At what level do you get lay on hands?
I used it already today.
Oh, okay. You burned up the pool. Got it. Okay, so that will bring us to the vampire spawn, who bursts into flame.
Yes!
And turns into a cloud of dust.
We fucking did it!
And disappears.
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, I did that. That was the bones. I swear to God, it was me.
just gonna lay down for a second?
We just killed a whole bunch of vampire spawn, dude.
Snatched a win out of the jaws.
Like that should have been a TPK. When we launched that combat last week, D thought we were done.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, like we need to be more careful maybe now going forwards. And I say that as much for myself as anybody else. Oh, we keep picking fights we shouldn't be able to win.
I think the lesson here is there is no fight that we're supposed to take. All of them are fights that you run away from. Don't fight anything. Unless it ambushes you on the road. And even then, probably run.
Yeah.
What Cal is going to do at this point is he's going to say, so here's my plan. We're going to take the bones back, and I'm going to sit there in the church, in the consecrated space, until my fucking wolf wakes up so I don't have to carry him around anymore. You understand? You guys can do whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to do.
I think we should
Also,
all
how
go
much
back
money?
to the church.
How much money was there? Because I can just split it with everybody.
Okay.
You're gonna rob the poor old man?
The poor old man had 6 vampires in his house. I have no problems robbing him.
Yay!
I mean,
Dumb things drawn during D&D.
All right, so in the bag, you find 30 silver pieces and 12 electrum pieces, and I think I've linked a chart for the conversion rate in the past in tools. Yes, so like the last thing in tools is the conversion rate. But yes, 30 silver pieces, 12 electrum pieces. And give me a quick perception check, please, Callow.
Okie doke. Hold on, I can pull my character sheet back up again. What?
Wait, where's the ball gag?
I've got the Jimmy character sheet. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, he just made it. Wait. I think everyone.
It just popped up
Okay.
for everybody.
I can control
I
Jimmy?
didn't mean to do it that way, sorry, but let me try to reintroduce Jimmy, and we'll see if he's controllable as a token now.
We have all this wonderful art of Jimmy.
No,
And that's what you
I
went
cannot
with.
control him.
I went with the
Also,
default wolf
no,
token.
we do not have wonderful.
We
art of
have
Jimmy.
beautiful art of
We
Jimmy.
have perceived art of Jimmy.
Beautiful
No,
art.
the art of Jimmy that's in his current token thing. That's exactly what I want.
Don't even.
I didn't ask. Listen, I didn't ask for the ball gag, and I didn't sexualize the dream pie thing. You guys did.
Okay, but here's the thing: the first picture of Jimmy, that was pretty good.
No, I still don't.
Yeah, Hito says you want it, man. You shouldn't have been dressed like that if you didn't want it.
It's okay. You can slut shame me all you want. That's not my Jimmy. Hashtag will never be my Jimmy.
So, are you guys not able to move him? Still?
No, I can't move.
Gosh darn it. Okay, I'll mess with that later. So, yes, with your check, you happen to take a really good look at one of the coins, and they don't really look like the standard coins that you saw back home. What you're used to is like, the logo of a national animal of some sort, usually like an eagle or a wolf or something.
Sexy shelob.
Look, have
I'm Australian, right? Spiders are a big part of our society.
Presumably,
I
the ruler
don't know if I could see them as sexy.
Indeed.
Yeah, I didn't note down the number.
Right, one last time. That was 30 silver and 12 electrum.
I don't know what half of this is, Hito, but it's brilliant. 1, 2, 3, it's so good.
Silver and I don't know. Just 6 silver and 2 electrum each.
I can see why Frodo let himself be captured by Shelob. Let's be honest.
Okay, so Irina is still downstairs, tense as fuck, ready to run, because she's not aware that the fight is over, I should point out. You guys are in the middle of a town that you are kind of new to, and you just busted a bunch of windows out. Oh, and you assaulted the guy who owns the building.
Okay, well,
I knocked him out for his own safety. Thank you very much.
I still don't feel bad about knocking out a dude who was hosting, vampires in his house. So fuck that guy. Can I go downstairs? I would like to leave the house.
Hold on. We can tell him we took care of his vampire problem. We're the vampire exterminators.
Oh, is Irina not over here?
I think we should take him back to the church with us to make sure he knows he's safe.
Oh yes. No, we're taking him. He's not going anywhere. Man makes deals to make vampires spawn? No, he gets to live with Irina now.
I really like those pieces of art, by the way.
Leave anything behind in there.
They look really good. I especially like the wrecking ball. You caught the...
I want to make some joke about how Green left behind like a little love note for Kalika, but no, nothing was left behind.
Okay.
He left his feelings behind. And Kalika will never forget.
Sniverax is just totally worn out by this.
Okay.
So she's just kind of following.
Yeah, so...
If she won't go for long enough and doesn't get up quick enough, Kalika will 100% just end up picking Sniverax up and just carrying her out with her.
If Kalika starts
I can understand how you'd have that mental image from that description.
I'm not against it, though, if you want to carry Sniverax.
Yeah.
Alright, so I assume the plan is to go back to the church, yes?
Correct.
Yes. Callow is going to go back to the church, hand the bones to the priest, and sit there until the wolf wakes up, however long that is. Even if it's during the game session, I'm not moving.
Do you want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on https://click.ru. Piss off, you dirty bot.
Oh, Nick, you got a...
I know.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I'm on it. Fuck those bots, man.
Yeah.
This is Callow's corner. Also, yeah, I never did end up...
I just got 2, man. 2 in a row.
Oh, you must getting famous.
Oh, they want me to be famous, apparently.
Is the...
You're famous!
Not the priest, the old man, the toy maker dude, awake by now? I don't remember how long.
The old man is the coffin maker.
Oh, sorry, coffin maker. Right. We didn't go to the toy maker's house. Yeah,
I think
he can make coffins in the church. In fact, it'll probably be easier because less travel time. He doesn't get to leave now.
In fact, I think it's been less than an hour since we've been here. Like, we went to the church, talked a little, and then immediately went to the coffin maker and had a fight.
Yep.
So, once the bones are returned...
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the man and be like, here are your bones. I'm gonna live here until that wolf wakes up.
I think we all just need to chill for a bit.
Yes.
Oh, when I suggest it, no.
I do not know how we lived through this. It was an almost impossible fight. And you all fought magnificently.
A chicken with people lips.
Sorry, I could not do more.
No. Have you seen the Jurassic Park spoof movie where it was done with chickens? I think it was called Chicken Park.
It's kind of hard to predict.
But I can't remember.
A number of vampires in a coffin maker's house. You know, it's not an everyday kind of thing. So you don't really beat yourself up over it. We live.
Turgid nipple Jimmy.
This does seem to be the sorts of danger we will face here. When we will face with every new town, every new person we wish to help.
So would it be fair to say that you guys are going to take a long rest here?
Yes.
Not just yet, but yeah, I will.
The intent is to eventually, yeah. I mean, what time of the day is it at this point, though? Between getting here...
It's very close to sundown. Like, say it's an hour off.
But we're sleeping here tonight.
So
Definitely.
I would like to question the coffin maker eventually when he rouses from the stupor I put him in. But I think given how close to nightfall and given we now have the bones here, Sniverax, perhaps you should assist the father in reconsecrating the grounds of the church.
I will do this. But first, I have a promise I must keep to Ismark. I need to make a quick run before he leaves. See if I can get him any protection. I will not pick any fights, I promise.
I don't think he's still there. It's been long enough that it's almost night.
Well, no,
Well,
if
no.
we were only gone for an hour, he was taking a nap. He could
Mhm.
conceivably still be there.
I mean,
Was he
I'm
waiting for us, though?
Yeah.
I
Depends on his idea of a nap. I mean, if it's my nap, I'd still be there. I'd be there for like 4 straight hours underneath that tree.
I already told him that I'd be coming back to see if I can get any help for him. So I'm gonna run back to the provision store and ask if they have any shipments going out, or if they know anybody that can like travel with him.
Gotcha.
Oh, Callow's also gonna tell Father Lucian Petrovich, there's one bone missing. We kind of used it to stab a vampire. It's a long story. It disintegrated, but the rest of them are there. I'm really sorry about that one. But
So let's go after these in order. Sniverax, when you arrive at the stockyard and inquire about people or caravans or whatever leaving in the direction of the village of Barovia, you are told that a trade wagon left in the last half hour. That one was not planned to leave again until sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, that's a relief. Can I pawn off my 10 wolf pelts? Actually, I'm going to pawn off 9 of them. I'm going to keep one just for spare leather.
We've
And,
still got some coming back to us from the guards, though, don't we? Like we gave one as payment, and then 1 or 2 extra as a hold.
Oh, yes, that reminds me. I'm assuming you don't have the ball gag on the wolf anymore. Can I be returning that for you?
are you going to see the guards?
You guys were asked to keep that on the wolf the whole time you were in the town of Valak, just in case you've forgotten.
Okay.
Like, that was supposed to be returned upon your exit from the town.
Oh, okay. I thought it was returned that night. But yeah, that's fine then.
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to end up keeping it on the wolf.
Woof.
Really going to change out the fan art. Okay.
What do pristine wolf pelts go for here?
Well, hey there. Aren't you the cutest little lizard monster thing? Look, we just got done having that whole Wolf's Head Festival thing. Once upon a time, these things would have been worth probably about a gold apiece, but we got a lot of supply, no more demand. Best I can do is I can take them off your hands, 2 for a gold piece.
Would you be willing to add in anything extra, perhaps, to offset a little bit of that cost? Or perhaps there are lesser goods that are made out of these that could be discounted.
Okay, well, let me think about that. And I am going to put in the Discord what he carries. Now, this is going to be his main inventory. And I want to point out, now this is literally just a page out of the player's handbook, but all of the prices on this are wrong. The actual prices are going to be 5 times what is listed here.
Oh, geez.
Oof.
Welcome to Barovia, bitches.
Yep. It's only Sniv over there at the moment, anyway.
Yeah, I would say you guys can browse because I'm assuming Sniv will communicate this to you when they get back. I've never been a big believer in like moving into separate chat channels for this kind of stuff. Well, there's I mean, not exactly an expert, but we got some guys that do a little leather working. If you need, I don't know, some of the hunters do the leather armor. Made some reins. One of the guys had a suit of armor made up for the burgomaster's mastiff. He called it barding. Damnedest thing. But it's supposed to keep the wolf from being able to bite its throat or something. So that's a thing.
Oh. Do you think one of those could be fit to a wolf? Or perhaps he could make another one if he has the pattern.
Raka, no.
Barding?
Yeah.
We can't.
Armor for the wolf.
Yeah,
We-
hello? Are you guys talking about the same thing? How does that at all sound like a no?
You're going to clothe the wolf in the pelts of its own family.
And
All right.
look, Sniv tries to be good, but she does not make certain connections. She is practical about something.
If anything, it would probably just make the wolf more comfortable. Like, it doesn't know that
Oh
it's.
god.
It just knows it smells comfortable.
This
I
isn't
know
even in
familiar.
character for me. That poor wolf. Poor Jimmy.
Just come back. Hey, I have leather for Jimmy. Oh, cool. Where'd you get it?
Jimmy.
This was made out of Jimmy's brother.
That's okay. I inadvertently
Okay, so,
control
the
scrolled
basic
and
proposition is
cleared
she'll
out my
offer
screen as well.
These pelts, if they can be made into armor, and she'll give all help.
Okay.
Help.
So hang on a sec. So this is gonna be some pricey shit. Hang on a sec.
Burgermeister.
All right, so I'm just
It's what the
reading this
Hamburglar does after
handbook
he's
a while
reformed.
back. Barding is armor designed to protect an animal's head, neck, chest, and body. Any type of armor shown on the armor table can be purchased as barding. The cost is 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids, and it weighs twice as much. So with the 5 times thing being in place, with it being a custom item, we can knock that down a bit. But let's say it's going to cost a full 8 times what's in the normal price. Assuming it's just straight up leather armor. Give me just a moment to consult one of my other 17 tables here. Leather armor costs 10 gold piece for a person, so we're looking at 80 gold pieces.
Okay, so the hides are not going to help in the slightest.
Jeez, it wouldn't even.
Yeah,
help if they were
we'd
worth
be
1 gold
providing the
each.
actual hides ourselves, though, right?
Right, but you're paying for the leather work. Now, Sniverax, is that something you think you could do on your own? Like you've got leatherworking tools?
I do have leatherworking tools. I am proficient in them, and she has a background of repairing armor. But just repairing. Like, she's not a full-on armor smith or anything. That's just how I have her background set. Like, yeah, she's a full-on squire.
In current
so, like,
timeline,
her master's
cat
armor
get
got
you.
torn. She would fix it.
Usually with their mouth.
And I assume she also
Cats
does
and
custom
dicks.
fitting on her own armor.
At least my cat is.
Yeah, just going through the checks I have for the toolkits.
Yeah.
Honestly,
My
I think
cat
what
will
we have
lie
available
in
for
the
leatherworking
crook of my
tools,
arm.
like, if you
But if
had
I'm
a
not
long
careful,
rest to devote to it, when
he
you
will
haven't
just
gotten the shit beat out of you,
He'll
so
try
that
and take a
we
chomp.
could have you make that.
I've
with
literally
a,
caught him mid-chomp before, where I've looked across at
fairly
him,
low DC.
where he seemed like
Okay.
he was, just
Would it
calmly
be
laying
possible to
in my
talk to
arm,
the
and
barding
instead
guy
his mouth
and,
is
like,
wide
get a little
open,
bit of advice on
perched
there, like
over my
maybe trading
forearm,
the
ready
pelt
to
if he's
bite down.
interested, and like, hey, I need to make this kind of armor. Can you give me a
Stupid
few
cat.
pointers?
But he's my cat.
Give me a persuasion check.
And hope you don't roll like me.
Don't roll like Rocka. Like per team. Roll like Rocka.
Oh, yeah, no,
See?
dude, that's beautiful. The guy
Or
who
if you
does
look at
the
him
leather
funny.
work
Or if
down
you
at the
walk past
stockyard
it
is
just the
so
wrong angle
charmed
on the wrong
by
day.
this weird little lizard child that
I'm not gonna
he's
lie.
actually just
I much prefer
thrilled
my dog.
to talk shop with you.
But
Oh,
of
excellent.
all the animals, my bird is my favorite.
So, Raka, please.
Even
make a
though
note
he
of this
does more
'cause I'm
damage to me
100%
than the
certain
cat
I said
does.
it.
Yeah.
Let's say you can you can roll a d20 plus your proficiency and let's say your dex for the use of the tools. And we'll say it's a DC of
I love
10.
animals. I just prefer
And
to
it just
have
takes a long rest to do. If you fuck up,
few of them
depending
in
on
my
how bad the
space,
roll
depending
is,
on the
you
nature of
might,
the creature.
just need to try again. Like
But
maybe you're so
one of
right.
the benefits,
It's a
as
really
it were,
low roll, you
of a
roll
wife
into
who
it.
is a veterinarian is I get
The
to see a
check,
lot
sleight
of
hand,
animals.
you said, or-
Um,
Sorry, I missed the check.
and we end up with a lot of them at
something
home.
dex-based.
I think
But you get to add proficiency,
Good
and it's a
old moose.
d20. We
Right.
can figure out what the other number is
so.
later.
It
I wouldn't
basically is
mind
a
some
sleight of hand,
reptiles.
or
I wouldn't
not
mind a
sleight of hand,
snake
but
or a lizard as a pet.
anything like that that I'm proficient in. So
But
set that.
you need licenses here in Australia for that sort of stuff. And at the moment, between the dog, the two
Yeah, we
cats,
could-
the bird, and
For numbers purposes,
my
we
fish,
could roll it as a stealth
we don't
check.
really have space for much else
But-
at the moment.
God, that'd be a funny mental image.
And I need a long rest to do this.
No, like we could. My
Yes,
wife's
a
American.
long rest where you're not
I made her leave the
otherwise
country about 5
doing
years ago.
something.
No, 7 now.
I
She's
would
been
say
over here
in,
for 7 years.
in the upcoming long rest, you need to actually rest
yes.
because
We're happy
Okay,
we're
I
not in
just
the
want to put
US,
that all in.
given the
So
current
I've learned to make
circumstances.
leather barding. Did he teach me any other patterns?
But
I'm gonna say you did not have time.
Yeah,
He went
yeah.
into detail on just. He went into detail on how animals tend to move.
well, hopefully,
different
dude.
animals
Like it
do
has
this,
such
so
a big
you've got-
impact
you now have
on not just the
basic knowledge
US,
to
but
do
you know,
barding
globally as well.
for really anything.
But for the
You
sake
could
of
do
friends
barding
and
for a
family still in the
horse,
US,
that's
if
how
for no
it
other
is.
reason, I hope
Perfect.
things start to get better.
Okay, and my last check is just taking a look to see if Ismark left with the caravan. I'm expecting he did, and then I'll return and give the good news.
Question.
Ismark is no longer under the tree.
Well, unfortunately, my brother's married,
and I will get to the team. I'm gonna
so
say
he's out.
you're going to
But
guess
maybe,
that you
maybe.
need probably 2 full pelts.
Plenty of
your
Aussies
material
love the
to make the
Americans.
barding,
Wouldn't be too hard to find you someone, I'm sure.
which I know sounds weird, but you've got to make large sections and just there's
yeah.
At least
an
you've got good
economy of
food,
usage
though,
that's weird.
Zango.
You end up
So
trimmings.
yes, so you were offered. I want to say it works out to like
Good
5
food in the
silver
Midwest,
pieces.
My wife
Got an
studied
offer
at KSU in
Um,
Manhattan there in Kansas for her degree. So she spent a
4 of
good
them
solid
just have
time,
a
and the
little
family
bit of
comes
gold
from
so
that
people
same
don't have to
region,
keep
though
paying for
most of them
stuff.
have moved to,
Okay, so you
to
literally get 2
Arizona
gold pieces out of
at
that.
this point.
Yeah.
I
Um,
disagree.
But I remember many
That's
many times
metagaming.
visiting
I mean,
the
You're out
Midwest.
I know. But when Snibrax is gonna come back, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, it's great that you learned how to do that, but you probably should have kept the pelts."
Bugs you
I
might have a problem with in Australia.
I have
There's
5
lots
more.
of bugs, especially spiders.
And these magic beans. No.
It just feels like such a rip-off, right?
It does, but I genuinely need gold. Like I cannot go without it.
You could have just asked me.
New Zealand might be a better option.
Fair.
I know.
There's no
but you
spiders,
could have
or
asked
there's
me.
spiders, but there's no snakes in New Zealand.
Also,
You don't have to worry about
it's
being
just
bit
part
by
of
venomous
business.
shit.
Like, they were nice enough to give away some secrets, so I'll take their offer.
You got to have some spiders. They
I
keep
have
pests down.
21 gold.
They get rid of flies.
I
They get
now
rid of
have
mosquitoes.
And 9 silver. Okay, but yeah, I'm returning. And letting you know
Like we've
that I
got
can
black
make
house spiders all over the
barding
place here,
for
but
the
we
wolf.
also have ants
I'm
and
excited.
mozzies and shit. So we let the black
I'm
house spiders
excited
do
for the
their
fan
thing.
art of a wolf dressed in full leather gear. But anyway,
You can commission that if you want, D. Christmas present for Prateem.
I mean, I
We
don't
get
think
centipedes, we get
very
millipedes
odd.
as well.
If you were ever gonna
At the
see
moment,
a
we
wolf
seem
in
to have a bit of
armor,
a plague
it
of
would be
millipedes. They keep making their way into the
fire and see
house,
a wolf in male.
and the cats just love
I
tossing them
mean,
around.
based on the table, you could 100% like have a cat in full plate.
Yeah, but like you're more likely to see it in leather, and the leather's gonna come from somewhere.
The problem with millipedes too is if you squish them, they stink.
Leather fetish.
Or if the cats bite them, chew them, they stink. But
all right, so
we have a little enclosure off the window here in the office that lets the cats go in and out.
Has
and occasionally my wife's cat will drag lizards and stuff into the house. And
how do we want to handle that?
She's caught a frog or two.
I'm gonna smack him.
You gonna smack him?
I mean, that's how we got here in the first place.
I'm not gonna smack him hard. I'm just gonna smack him. Just just be like, what the
tap,
fuck
tap, tappy. Wake up.
Yeah. What the fuck were you thinking? Hello? Vampires in your house? Are you insane? Also, who paid you to do this? Because there's no way you did this for fun. Because you did sound resentful. Sorry, not resentful. Remorseful about it when we caught you, and you're like, maybe I should turn myself in.
Raka, I saw that. That was beautiful.
I just don't like the idea of being bitten by centipedes. Centipede, millipede bites are supposed to hurt like fuck.
I was approached by a nobleman named Vasily von Holtz. He asked me to help him with something and promised that business would boom if I would assist. I thought he meant he would refer people to me. Now I realize it was a cruel joke.
Can I get the name of that noble again real quick?
Vasily von Holtz. I will type it out for you.
Vasily, Vasili.
One L.
One L? Of course, because it's fucking Slavic.
He informed me of the bones on the church. I did not.
Just updating my notes.
He said I should make arrangements.
Vaseline butthole.
To have
a better lube than some.
And that I should accept a special shipment that would come in the next day. And I suppose you saw the shipment.
Callow's gonna look at him and say, you never thought that a dude that's asking you to rob a church may be up to no good, like, at all? Are you dumb? Or like, malicious? I can't tell.
By the time I realized how deep I was in, I had 6 vampires living in my home. What was I to do?
Well, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is you need serious home repairs. The good news is you no longer have a vampire infestation.
And then Callow's gonna add, but I imagine you don't want to be returning there because whoever sent the vampires is probably going to be upset that they're no longer there. You're welcome. Because we took care of them and we brought the bones back. And I'm going to suggest you don't leave this place. Partially because I don't trust you, and partially because if you do leave, you're probably dead.
It's at this point you hear sort of a creaking sound from the entrance to the church, and you notice that Milojov is standing there holding his shovel over his shoulder like it's a weapon, and he's actually squeezing the handle so hard you can hear it creak. You get the impression that Vandervoort will not be sneaking out. Oh, and I guess I forgot to mention Father Petrovich and Sniverax gently, reverently place the bones back under the floorboard, under the altar at the front of the church, and simply place the floorboards back. Like they maybe scooch the altar a little bit so that it's over better. You can't tell that it's there, but it's not. They aren't placed in a. They're not placed on display. They're hidden away again. But as it happens, Sniverax especially, but all of you can feel sort of a change in the air. Like just without knowing how you know, you can tell this is holy ground again.
You changed.
Sniverax is probably going to be like knocked out asleep, right, during this long rest.
Pretty much.
I imagine most of you will be. You guys got fucked up.
I didn't. Nothing happened to me.
Speaking of the long rest, can we actually take 5?
Yeah. Let's take 5 and come back.
Hey.
D, if you get back early, let me know, because I've got a question for you.
Alright, I'll be right back myself. I'm gonna go get some water, maybe see if the dog wants to go out. She's already out the fucking door, so I think maybe she does. I will return shortly. Outside for the puppy? Outside? Come on.
And I am back.
Welcome back.
So what's going on?
Well, I was gonna ask if it would make sense for my character not to, like, I would rest, but I'm more so invested in paying attention to Jimmy, and also not much happened to me that fight. I mean, I did some damage, I searched, nothing ever actually hit me, so I don't think I need too much of a rest. Like, I can probably take first watch and stuff as well, though I don't know how much we'll need given that we're in a holy place and stuff.
Well, I don't remember. Okay, so Jimmy ate the dream pastry this morning at first light, and it's now sundown. We're getting close to it. I think we established it was going to be 8 hours.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think
after this, by the way, after D&D, that is, I will probably be continuing to stream as we transition to Among Us.
Yeah, Jimmy is like he's still going to need to rest.
Unless the Among Us lobby fills up quicker, then I can get in there.
Restful.
But we'll hurdle that hurdle when we get to it.
The whole time.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that your efforts with him were successful. You're not best friends yet, but he's also not ready to attack you on sight.
Oh no!
And he's gonna hang out with you. So
we need to get you back in
as a hunter companion,
and hopefully without people killing you as soon as they get you alone as the imposter.
Ranger.
Yeah, well, there are a few things I want to do.
Did you survive any round last time you played? You managed to survive.
Wake up. So first thing Calvin was going to do when he sees him wake up is probably immediately use talk to animals so that I can talk to him. and he can understand me clearly, and I can understand him if it needs to be.
So
But
I think we spoke briefly about it before, Hito, but you're playing a
that's the first thing
homebrew
I plan on
campaign at the
doing.
moment, yes?
Okay. You said you didn't take any damage.
Ah, cool. And what character are you playing?
So
What
let's say instead of
what
you
class
taking
are you
long
having
rest
fun?
like everyone else does,
I'm always interested about D&D. I
we'll
came to
call it
D&D
short
quite
rest. I don't
late
think you
in the greater
believe
scheme of
any
things.
the benefits of a short rest. That's just what we're going to say.
That's right, Minotaur
Again,
Bard.
you can burn the spell slot or talk to animals.
But yeah, I've only sort of been messing with D&D for the last
Jimmy,
10 or so
for his
years.
part, is not really
Thanks
going to be
to my
talkative.
wife.
He's going to be more of a listener.
One year, my Christmas present from her family was for her father, who is the further DM,
one of the alphas
to run a game for us, and that was my first ever game back in the day.
Reading what everybody else is doing, figuring out the plan, and responding.
I think that's one of the bigger things of people that play D&D. They've just got countless characters ready to go. I don't. I've only got a few that sit around.
One of the things I
but the wife spends some of her free time making characters.
The talk to animals, giving him a rundown of everything we've been through since he and I have met. And
I enjoy DMing personally. I've only had a few opportunities to do so.
Letting him know that I do plan on taking said gag off of him, but he has to understand that until such time as, we're out of the city, he has to be extremely careful and very vigilant about his tendencies as a wolf. No biting people, and Snivrax's shared news of barding should be useful for us in this situation.
I've had a few circumstances like
trust
that.
Me and to,
I also built because was one of the campaigns I was DMing was completely homebrew within somebody else's world, a friend of mine, and I was DMing like a side campaign to take a little bit of a break and to allow our DM an opportunity to play as well.
Remember,
and I created this whole tower that they had to go through.
Okay. Yeah, for what you can read from him, Jimmy seems to sort of
a Mimic Dungeon sounds like so much fun.
He doesn't really speak in words exactly. The spell does allow him to convey his thoughts, but it tends to be kind of abstract. The general impression that you get from him is something to the effect of, if they don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Okay, sounds good. And I just want to pet Jimmy. Be like, nice to have you as a friend, buddy.
Have you ever TPK'd a party?
Rough, but you kind of, yeah. But I look forward to good times ahead.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Same.
It's never the DM's fault when there's a TPK. If we had all died today, it would not have been D's fault. It definitely would have been ours.
Are you back yet?
Oh, I also have another thing. I don't know, like, how much of the short rest time... Okay, is a short rest like half a long rest? How does this work?
Short rest is typically, hour or two. Like, it could be 7 hours, but for it to be a full long rest, it needs to be 8 hours.
Oh, dear.
Okay, that's fine. Then the short
and what level were they?
If we say that I spent it talking to Jimmy and then conversing, everything I just said, I'd like to...
Yeah, they definitely should have run.
During the rest to talk to Father Petrovich, because I want to ask what it would entail to be able to harness any bit of holy power for myself.
But they sense their destiny, a couple of them, huh?
Do I have a copy of your character sheet, by the way?
Yes.
The party didn't decide to just leave the two behind and go?
Oh, it's probably
I think it's in our DMs. Yeah.
Okay, just a moment.
I mean, it's good for the party, I guess. That kind of thing has real life repercussions.
Okay.
That is a name.
So your conversation with Petrovich, I'll He's going to think on what you've asked for a moment before he responds. Well, now,
true to his name.
There isn't really any training I can give you where you're going to learn to handle holy things any better. That's, for the most part, that doesn't really take any special skill. However, if you were interested in following the ways of the Morning Lord, I could help point you down that path. It's not for everybody, but you do seem to be someone for whom it would be a possibility.
I'm gonna point blank ask him, what does that mean?
Well, I could begin your training in becoming a cleric of the Morning Lord. Now, I'm going to have to stay here, so I can really only get you what you need to start you down that path. And then it's going to be up to you to sort of train out in the world.
More so I meant, what did you mean by it looks like that I'm someone that it could be a possibility for?
Corfield's snickering in the corner.
Well, cleric's the more proper word. I prefer preacher. Not everybody has it in them to be a preacher. There's some personality.
Barding doesn't really have
you have to be able to
proper pants, so technically it
figuratively
would be
speaking,
arseless chaps.
Take a beating and get back up every time, no matter how much it hurts. Because once you start down this path, you're not just doing what you do for yourself. You're not just doing it for the glory of the Morning Lord. You're setting a shining example for anyone who sees you, for anyone who hears about what you've done.
Oh shit,
So when
D&D casting couch.
You don't just let yourself down, you let everybody down. So it's important that you're the type of person who gets back up. And more than that, you seem like you might be the type of person who has some skill at reading another person. To look someone in the eye and realize their trouble. And to know how to help them help themselves. You won't be able to fix everything for everyone.
I kind of hope Pratim's looking at the stream chat somewhere.
But you could point people towards a decision that they know they need to make, that they are in denial about.
All right. Cal's gonna say, well, Father, I don't think right now is the time that I'm gonna make this decision, but I'll keep that in mind. You've given me something to think about. Thank you.
My pleasure. Hey, you know where I am now. This is where I'll always be. Who knows? Maybe you're going to be the one who takes over for me when I pass on. So from a mechanics perspective, what he's offered you is literally to allow you to take your next, to take a level at some point as a cleric, and you do meet the prerequisites for that.
Yeah, I've pretty much understood that, but and I didn't want to say it to him,
right.
But I'm going to apprentice under Snivrax.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
I just didn't want to straight up deny the Morning Lord. I actually don't know if the Morning Lord and Torm are related at all, but
Same.
So, conversation for a later date, maybe something you'll want to figure out. But if you're going to take more than one level in cleric, and you're going to start thinking about the different domains, because there are different divine domains can give you different things. I don't know what Torm is going to do exactly.
Socks and underwear.
But I would say that the Morning Lord is definitely going to fall under the light domain. So just if you ever get in the weeds with specifics about that, that's something that Petrovich could offer you that Sniverax might not be able to. I don't know. Raka, do you know what domain you chose for Sniverax?
So my domain, mechanically, is the domain of strength. I fudged a little bit on Torm. His portfolio is duty, loyalty, obedience. So, kind of, she looks at this as the strength to do these things.
To doobie things?
Yes.
Doobie the doobie. Is that a bit old for some of you?
Doobie doobie doo. I suppose I should mention that you guys did earn enough experience taking out those vampire spawn to get your next level up.
Nice.
So,
are we close to the next also?
Gonna say no.
Okay.
But I mean, in the course
Is that
of
just
one
the
day,
moo cow emote? Is that a cow?
You leveled up, and then you fought like 1,000,000 wolves, and then 6 vampire spawn. It's enough.
Yep.
What
Even if
do
you
I
don't exactly
get
get
at
full
level
XP for
4?
the 3 you shanked in a box, but still.
You're going for your level 3 in Pally, right, Raka?
Yes.
Oh, this would be level 4.
Right, but he has a level of cleric.
Oh, I see.
You got banned from WoW.
Okay. So I mean, Raka, maybe we can
In
talk about
all
this
the
afterwards,
years
but I'm
of
not
my
gonna tell you
shenanigans in WoW, I've never been banned. Though it came close once.
There are questions.
I called somebody a name that Americans don't like.
For context, Callow is realizing just being able to shoot in bow and arrow and stab things is clearly not enough.
But nice to meet you, Meef.
Callow's going to be of any help to this party of his dealing with the supernatural, he's going to need to harness a bit of the supernatural.
Okay.
RPs are interesting. Very, very interesting. Especially in MMOs.
I'm just bringing up light domain real quick. So
fair enough.
I was thinking about cleric.
3 hours, not too bad.
Earlier.
Time to take a break, get something to eat, hydrate.
Into cleric. After 2 levels, you get an ability called Channel Divinity, and the default one is called Turn Undead.
Turn Undead is fucking real good.
Half the shit you're gonna fight.
Real good.
I think it is limited by CR, but still.
It is.
Destroy Undead is very limited by CR. Turn Undead, they make a Wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they spend a minute trying like hell to get away from you.
Yep. Stay turn. Stupid Undead. Creepy and a crime. Neither is D&D. To steal from Brian W. Foster, the one and only Cabbage.
Level yourself between sessions. We've only got like 45 minutes left today, I think.
Then, in the interest of time, Sniv in the morning is going to take her Sacred Oath. That's the 3rd level paladin thing. This is the Oath of Heroism.
Oh, shit.
Tell me how that works out. Like, you don't have to read the description, but just give me a basic rundown.
Real quick.
Oh, okay. I actually need to pull this up again. I wrote it down, and then it was changed, like a lot of other things that I've written.
Okay, while he does that, how does spell slot restoration work for short rest?
Well, we're taking a long rest, no?
Yeah, no, but I had to opt out of it. Yeah, for
For a
reasons
warlock,
related to
I think they regain spells. Let me look up ranger real quick. I don't
Okay.
think you do.
Yeah, I get all my shit back on a short or a long rest as a warlock, but for a ranger, for any other class, it's long rest only.
Okay, that's fine. That just means I can't heal. That's okay. And my last spell slot was used to talk to Jimmy, so that's fine.
Okay. You regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest. There's no mention of short rest, so I'm assuming you get jack shit.
That's fine. Then on my next long rest, I'll be capable of healing it. Thankfully, I don't rely on spell slots yet.
Just double
Wait,
checking.
how does leveling work?
What do you mean?
Because at level 4 for Ranger, I get a second level spell slot. So I would have access to that, correct?
Technically?
You would have to have 4 levels of ranger, not a ranger
Yes.
who is level 4.
Right, I understand. But right now I have 3 levels of Ranger, so if I leveled Ranger once more, I would get a second level spell slot
Correct.
for Ranger, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So
You can
I
figure
have
that
to
out.
really consider what I want to put my level into now then.
Okay. Well, let's say you don't have to pick right now. Let's assume because of the level up, you get all your spell slots back, and we can figure out the extra shit you should have added on top of it later.
Okay.
All right. And when you guys...
The question becomes, do I take the ability score improvement,
let's say
or
you
do I
wake up in the
take
morning at first light.
the feat?
Uh,
Though I got to double check whether D will allow us to take a feat.
there is a note that has been left on the door of the church that appears to be addressed to you based on context, and I'm going to share that with you now.
Addressed to us as a party, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, take a look.
Can you read this in your Strahd voice, please?
Certainly. My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival.
Oh,
Your
shit.
host.
This is why I had him read it to us. He hit us with the Southern Belle accent the first time, and we all collectively lost our shit. It was so good.
Can we ask him about that?
When you get there, sure.
No, hold on.
Well, this is the thing, yeah. It comes down to whether the ability score is going to be worth it versus the potential feat. Like,
in that case, can't we just...
I'd have to check the prereqs, but if I can take Warcaster as a warlock, whoo!
I mean, you can, but he sent you a fucking letter.
Fucking reaction spells?
Yeah, we
shit,
want clarification of, are we gonna get killed, shanked at this thing?
Yeah. There are so many feats that are just nuts.
Yeah, I mean, when we're dealing with clearly,
and D generally doesn't have an issue with
based
where
on
we
this
draw
note,
them
Cal was
from,
be like, I'm
as
not
long
going
as
to
they
that.
are
He said we
official,
could
at
get
least in
there
this
safe.
instance,
He did not say we could leave there
official
safe, so
published
do not
pieces
trust,
out
do
of
not
Wizards
trust.
and stuff. And I've got so many books to draw from. Like, I need to
Okay,
double check and see what kind of feats Mercer and the team put into the Wildmount book, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want Tasha's. I want Tasha's so bad.
Yes.
Hold on, I need to give her a second to actually
Tasha's looks real
think
good.
of this, because, 8 intelligence takes her a second to catch on.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm relatively new to D&D, but I fell into it like a massive
I think you make
fanboy.
a good point that you did not promise. Sniverax, you said you talked to Strahd before, right?
I don't think we're getting Tasha's till mid-December here, thanks to shipping shenanigans with
How did you
COVID.
deal with that?
The filthy spy is listening in when I pray to Torm.
So, if if I paid
You're also
Storm, will that
probably
ask
paying
her
a little
about
bit of
that?
attention to the RP happening.
Maybe. I do not know how he was able to intercept this. It's worth a try.
Okay, I have one more question.
Okay.
How do you pray to Torm?
I
Okay.
will show you. And she will offer
Callow is
Kalika.
going to listen very intently.
All
In
right.
the background.
Are we still in night, by the way, or is this now the following morning?
This is now the following morning.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that, Kalika and Sniverax are praying together. So,
I mean,
like,
that's
everybody
one way
else
to
can't
go about
really hear what
creating a
happens here,
warlock.
but you can
I love
obviously
it.
be filled in after
I love
the
it.
fact. Give me a jumping off
That's
point.
most
Pray
bards,
to me,
though,
Angel.
right? Not necessarily the strong part, but definitely the dumb and charming.
Hello. Is a Strahd on the line?
Yeah.
The phrase "pray to me, Angel." Is
I
very
am personally leery of playing a bard. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. Not gonna lie. Generally I play barbarians. I'm all about getting in there,
This is between
snapping shit.
Kalika and
But the last couple of characters
Strahd, right?
I've dabbled
I
in
feel like
casters.
Sniverax is involved.
So obviously
as well.
this one
I
is a
feel like they're
warlock.
both
Previously
okay.
I was playing
if it helps
wizard,
in its
which I
direction
found
at
to be a
all,
lot of fun.
Sniv is probably
I took as
showing
much
her,
visceral
like, morning
enjoyment
prayers,
from
pray
throwing
for
a
strength,
fireball
pray
at things
for,
as I
you know,
did from punching
thank that
things with my
they
barbarian.
survived the day, promise to do good deeds, the good stuff.
I haven't played
And
any of
in the
those
middle
yet.
of this, you do the both
I
of
think
you
the
hear a
druid
voice
pulls
kind
me
of,
more than bard
just
or
enter
cleric,
your
though, personally.
consciousness suddenly. Well, I must admit, I did not expect y'all to RSVP so quickly.
That might be the thing. I need to
Should
make
I
an
take this to mean
Australian-themed
I can
druid.
expect you this evening?
Oh, we have a question.
Oh, the dress code is certainly
Nice, Sandu.
casual. I would not wish to impose upon honored guests.
That is good, because these are the only clothes I
A
have.
horse
right
can
now.
do some damage,
But
though.
Are you going to kill us the moment we arrive?
Certainly not. Not the moment you arrive.
There it is.
That's a bit of a joke there. I'm sorry. No, I consider myself to be bound by the rules of hospitality. You have been invited into my home. I am wounded that you would think I would invite you into my home with the intent to cause you harm.
Well, we are kind of prey for you. And I know I have lured prey into traps many times for a good meal.
I feel as though we are going to have a very productive conversation, or at least an interesting one. How about this? I give you my word, my bond. Should you accept my invitation?
I've got to, man.
You
I've
will
heard
not
it's
be
rough.
harmed
I would
by
like
me
to
or
run it for
mine.
some people.
As long as you
But
comport yourself
time
properly.
is the big thing.
In plain
At the
language,
moment, I am actually
don't start
DMing
nothing.
for some
Won't be
kids. I'm just running them
So we
through a
also have
dungeon
your
crawl
words
out of
that we
the
will be
Tales
free
from the
to
Yawning
leave
Portal book.
peacefully.
They're doing okay so far,
Anytime you wish.
but it's quite funny to watch them fumble through because they're all very new to it.
Talk to you.
And I discovered midway through our second session
Okay.
that
Thank you, Strahd.
they weren't adding proficiency or anything to their
Yes,
weapon
we are.
stats
Only
because they weren't
abomination. Do not thank
aware
him.
that they were supposed to.
Isn't being polite a good thing?
So it's a learning
It's
curve.
complicated.
But they're having fun, and I'm having fun watching them play through it.
Something that can very easily eat you?
Yeah, dude, it's so good. So good.
We should hang
So
out.
complicated. Not in front of the guest, Kalika.
Okay. Bye, Mr. Strahd. See you soon.
There's no response. He's already gone.
Okay.
Corfield's just off in a corner while everybody else is doing their things, and the shadows seem darker in the corner that he is. Almost alive.
Well, how did it go? And I'm assuming you guys let us know.
Yep.
He was very polite.
He plans to kill us all. Even if he does it politely, it is still evil.
Wait, so he's gonna kill us all when we go there?
No, he's given us his oath that we will be safe in traveling there.
They overthink things so much. It's so funny.
We will be able to
It's so
live
good.
peacefully.
A centaur rogue.
I do not think this means he does not intend to kill us anyway.
You guys
Just
have...
not that thing.
Sorry, this is out of character. You guys have no idea how much this parallels a scene from one of the endgame Final Fantasy cutscenes. It's actually really fucking epic.
Oi, no fucking spoilers, man.
Oh yeah, when are you gonna fucking play the game
I don't
again,
know, dude. Eventually, I'll get back.
Yeah, it's a really, really fucking cool scene.
An old lady rogue would be fantastic with Golden Girls dice.
It's a couple days before he.
So good.
Days more to get stronger before he kills us.
You are correct. This does at least give us a few days, and perhaps we can learn something about him.
I'm tired.
But I do not trust this. I do not trust his... He may believe that he will not harm us, but his idea of harm may be very different from what ours is. He may pollute our minds in some way.
He could be doing that anyways, though.
Yes, but
He really wants us dead so far. He'd just come and eat us. That's what I would do.
Flick, flick,
You
flick,
have
going through my book.
the strangest optimism.
It hasn't killed me yet.
How far is it from where we are to where Strahd is? I mean, did he write his address down?
Castle Ravenloft, Broseph. The only castle in the land, and it just the one that towered over the village of Barovia.
Well, wasn't that
There we go. What I'm looking for.
That's like
the
really
feats.
far from us, isn't it? That was the thing. That was up the hill.
Day or so from where we are now, day and a half, because you got to go up through Barovia proper into the mountains somewhat. Because we're not that far from Barovia village itself.
Okay, let me...
Yeah, can you take us
Check
to the
my
map
maps here.
again real quick? Just transition us to look at that other one. And I'll ping where I think it is, just so we can get some clarification.
Alright, so Vallaki is way up in the north, next to Lake Zarovich.
This is Vallaki, right? Right there.
Correct.
Yes, which is where you are now.
Castle Ravenloft, is this it? Is that right? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty far.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, right here, Castle Raven. Because remember, he remarked that we could see up the mountainside, but it was like not like we couldn't like go this way, right? Because that's basically going up a mountain.
Oh yeah.
But
we could have continued around, like here and stuff.
Yeah, we could have continued along this path.
Slight exaggeration, but not too big of an exaggeration, is someone could take a piss off the battlements of Castle Ravenloft and hit someone in the village of Barovia.
Yeah, hectic. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Among Us is in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's really far.
30 minutes. It lines up with the end of D&D.
That gives us
Rocker and I have gotten in trouble a number of times for being late to raid because,
and he does,
Among Us is taking up TNT raid slot at the moment.
If we're gonna go, we gotta.
And we've been known to run overtime and get in trouble from Cryo.
He inquired if your presence, if you were RSVPing for this evening.
I see. In that case, then I'm going to suggest we take him up. If we do take him up on it, we take him up on it another day.
I'm with you on this. I want to follow up on the toy maker.
Yeah. We still have business to attend to before this.
No worries, my dude.
Still have
Enjoy
a
your
little girl
dinner.
to look for. Although it's pretty much confirmed that she is probably dead.
And
also,
what?
Don't we still have to find a place for Irene?
Oh no,
The church.
Yeah, we
She's
got
there.
her covered now.
Yeah, you found her a place. You're done with her now.
Coffin Maker also lives here now. Irina lives here now. Look, they've got a big family. And an angry dude with a shovel. Let's not forget him.
I trust angsty shovel teenager.
Damn, you thought I'm just looking at Elemental Adept. I never fucking read on it properly. That is nuts OP. That is so stupid
okay,
OP.
So let's attend to our other business first. I assume the toy maker.
Yeah.
That is what I need as a wizard, to be honest. I need to just stack Elemental Adept.
Okay. So you are given directions to Blinsky's Toys.
Did we respond to Strahd, by the way, telling him we'd be taking a rain check?
Nope.
Okay. Do you want to do the honor?
I can do it.
We left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Quick is, by the way, 120% just doing like, you know, like a little kid when they're told to pray, how they do of just like smashing their hands together and like thing, and occasionally peeking out their eye. And she's gonna try and pray to Strahd.
Snivrax, I feel like, well, okay, this is out of here. I feel like Snivrax should be, listening in case she's like, so how big is your dick, though? while we're talking.
Yeah, that's a good thing to listen for.
That sounds like a line I need to use.
But, no, Klika's literally just gonna do very quick.
Hey, Mr. Strahd? Sorry to bother you. We may not be able to make it tonight, but we shall be there soon. Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice day.
And voicemail.
You have reached the prayer mail, so that one is all of it. Please leave your prayer after the tone, dude. Okay, moving on.
Well, it's an improvement from not praying.
We should be here soon.
Bye. Have a good day or night. I'm not sure which works better for you. Anyways, bye-bye.
Ooh, Magic Initiate looks like it might be fun for my Warlock. Gives me a couple of extra cantrips.
Directly. I may have to give you more.
I think I'm going to have to
help.
take some time to think on this. See what else is around.
You gotta learn from her. Maybe I should be apprenticing under Kalika.
Maybe.
Callow's in the background going, she's pretty good at this.
Oh, by the way, like I'm imagining all of that was slightly mumbled, so you could hear what she's saying.
What? Callow's not just in the background going, she's pretty good. Callow's leading into Snivrax and saying, oh, she's pretty good at this.
All right, so I don't have a map for Blinsky's shop. Give me just a moment.
It's odd that you don't have something for Blinsky's.
I'm looking to see if I have a. Oh, thank you. I'm looking to see if I have a token for him, which it would make sense.
Look, nah. He stopped preparing for D&D the moment he decided to TPK us. We were fresh in his plans.
Start of last week, he's like, well, I'm not going to bother it anymore. They're fucking dead.
Do you blame me?
Yes, for not having enough faith in your players, sir. Interesting.
I'm sorry, but the comment in the Twitch chat of we need to stride up to Strahd and just say, we don't like your type around here. Y'all need to get.
I love the idea of a normal Kalika with a kawaii face. Why does Blinsky's house have a mouth?
Nameplate, but meet Blinsky, kids.
Oh, is he like outside his house?
I'm not sure what you guys are drawing right now, but
oh, you didn't draw that?
I thought, oh, right, this is. I was like, you're drawing this,
Raka.
What's up?
What's going on? Are you drawing a church?
No, just building. That is
okay.
over designed and just terribly done. I think I'm also causing Hitosuki physical pain watching this.
Is that a balcony on the second?
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
look, see, I recognize it. It ain't that bad.
It looks like a fucking mouth.
All right, so
balcony.
you get some directions. You're able to go directly to Blinsky's without a lot of side trip nonsense. You find a cramped shop with a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse, with a bee engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see jumbled displays of toys and hanging
He's
plaques
trying,
bearing
right?
the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Broken English.
I mean,
I knock on the door.
I was gonna say someone should knock.
We're here following up on the one doll, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Mary, or Mad Mary, who asked you to try to find her missing daughter, Gertruda, had a doll of Gertruda's that looked an awful lot like Mary, that had a tag from this store bearing that same slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
I forgot. Last session, did we learn something about the dolls? Or I feel like we learned something about the dolls.
No, not about the doll. We had the assumption, I think, that the daughter, the missing daughter, was young, but we discovered she was an adult. Or close enough
more
to it.
Like she's a teenager.
Yeah, okay.
Which we had that awkward conversation about. This is weird olden times where 14 is old enough to marry, and it's creepy, but let's just try to overlook it.
Yeah.
Everyone waited
For an average, you die at 18.
for no reason.
Yeah, we're having that conversation that's gonna prompt Chris Hansen to show up at our fucking house later.
Not my house. He'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks first.
I don't know. If
He's
it's
not
good
allowed
enough
to
TV, he might. All right, so you knock on the door and you hear some shuffling, and the door just flies open. And in the doorway
Smacking my mic
stands
around.
a large bearded man dressed
And it
not
just
unlike a
swings
jester.
because it's on a boom arm.
In the doorway, in this little church, with an honest-to-God monkey on his shoulder. Welcome,
more
friends,
headcanon
to the
art
House
is
of
never a bad
Blinsky,
thing.
where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know of a little child in need of joy? A little toy for a girl or boy? And he gestures for you to come in.
I enter.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just pretend getting inside of the weird purple house abomination means you're inside the shop. So as you enter, you see a lot of dolls on display. Can I please have a perception or investigation check from everybody, depending on how you feel like your attitude is. Perception's going to be just more, oh, I noticed things. Investigation's more, I'm going to look at this motherfucker. Jesus.
All right.
Fuck.
All right, so Kalika and Corfell notice that all of these toys are shit. Snibberax. A lot of these toys are placed to be on shelves at eye level for children, which is your eye level, coincidentally. So you're getting the full sales pitch for what
Munchies, crunchies,
they're trying to
lucky
get
and
the
loot.
kids invested, so then mom and dad feel guilty buying stuff. You come
The
across
Grummels.
the creepiest
So
fucking toys. And they all have signs on them. There's a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads, including one with its eyes and mouth stitched shut. 9 copper pieces.
Are we still playing D&D, or did we transition to Phasmophobia while I wasn't looking?
Oh. It's Barovia, baby. There is a miniature gallows, complete with a trapped door and a weighted hanged man. 9 copper pieces. There's a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is a mummified corpse. 9 copper pieces. A wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. 9 copper pieces. A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place of prancing horses. 9 silver pieces. A ventriloquist's dummy that looks suspiciously like Strahd von Zarovich. 9 silver pieces. And you happen to notice at the end of the line of toys, the shelf kind of ends and you get to the counter where Blinsky would apparently do his sales and some of his work. You happen to see up on the counter.
God, I look back up to see My Little Pony with a fleshlight, and I'm left wondering where the fuck we went and left the light of humanity behind.
And how much does that cost?
That one's not for sale. That's where you come in, Callow. You notice that is what Blinsky is working on. He's been making a doll that looks creepily like Irina. And just judging by, the quality of the stitching, this is something he's been working on for a little while. He didn't see her come into town with you and whip this up. Like, this is an ongoing project.
Hal's gonna walk right up to that and just stare at it.
Yep, just stare at it, sir.
Yeah, just stare at it and just see what Blinsky says to Callow approaching it.
Oh, I am sorry. That one is not for sale. That is a custom order for very discerning customer. Very, very important man.
What if we offer you a better price?
The current offering for the price is that he will not burn down my business and kill me.
That's a tough price to beat. What if I also threaten to burn down your business and kill you?
Can I give him a gentle bonk with the unshillelagh'd stick?
I assume you mean Callow?
Yeah.
I'm just talking. I'm not actually threatening to burn down your shop and kill you. But this is this piece has me very intrigued, so I'm just asking questions.
With that, can I assume I can now look at this?
Yeah,
Point it out?
when I say that, I'm gonna bonk Stibrax back to make him look at it.
Oh, what is the meaning of this doll?
And at the same time, I'm gonna gesture to Corfel and Kalika like, eh? Eh?
So all right. So Sniverax, you asked the question. Give me an insight check. I want to see if you can read Blinsky's reaction.
Ooh.
Insight check. I'll just assist Sniv in inciting.
Oh, okay, okay.
Leans over my shoulder. You forgot to say inciting.
All right, yes. With the 21 from the assist and the reminder to say the word insight.
I think we need to get it.
Blinsky looks real cagey all of a sudden. Like he's doing that thing where he's trying to smile, but he's looking left and looking right. Like he's not sure how much he should tell you people.
Sir, we have already dealt with a coffin maker who had 6 vampires in his attic. I don't think you can surprise us at this point.
How do you feel about pyromaniac with monster arm and weird sexual predilections? I don't...
Confused. Very confused. You need to explain better.
For the record, Tallow totally asked this out loud. The moment he sees the man being cagey, he's gonna be like, are there fucking vampires in here? Can you just let us know first, if there are?
No vampires, no.
Okay. Alright, then explain about this pyromaniac problem of yours, because this what we're looking at right now does not look okay. Let me tell you that. And we don't want to sound intimidating or be threatening to you, but this is not okay. This has all the makings of not okay going on.
I do not understand why you are so against making dolls.
This doll in particular looks like the spitting image of somebody that we came into town with, and we only just met you. There is no possible way that you know what she looks like. So, this does not look okay to us. You'll understand if you were to walk into someone else's, place of business and saw the spitting image of your son or daughter, if you have any, or another loved one, you would be concerned.
Like his jaw drops, his eyes are locked on yours, Kalos, and he reaches over and gently grabs this Irina doll and sort of holds it up. This doll?
That is the doll.
Well, fuck.
Can I insight again to see if he's genuine?
Yes, please.
Hey, I remember to say insight.
He is absolutely shocked to discover that this doll looks anything like anybody, let alone is a dead ringer for someone who's just entered town. You can see, like, there are wheels spinning behind his eyes. He is trying to put all this shit together, but he's working from a place where he assumes that whatever is happening is not especially good.
Were you given a description for the appearance of the doll?
Once a month, the burgomaster's right-hand man, which we do not call him that to his face because he used to have one arm and then he grew the monster arm, this whole big thing, is Strahd. He has me make a doll for him. Special order. He gives me updated description each time, little more detail each month. In exchange for me making doll for him, he does not burn down my shop and kill me.
Yes, pyromaniac with monster arm and sexual things. Should I be worried about this?
Did we take the doll from Mad Mary, by the way?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did we take
Mad
the
Mary
doll
did
from Mad Mary?
I think
I don't believe you did.
Oh, we didn't? Damn.
I thought you just read the tag and made a mental note.
No, you're probably right.
She did not.
Wait, let me check my sheet because I would have noted it. I think if I snagged it.
I think Raka's right. I think she didn't want to separate from it because she was frantically praying to her.
I've only got the Dwarf Companion's journal and the 3 dream pies in my inventory, so.
Yeah. Well, I remember you specifically like taking a look at it, but then she did not like that.
Yep.
From that session.
So, Oblinsky adds, well, the sexual perversion part of it sort of comes from, well, these dolls. Before he was just asshole. But this, I don't, his interest in doll is very icky. Like, I worry the reason he needs new doll each month is because he wears them out.
How large is this doll?
Shorter than a Barbie.
Did he
Let's say they're like 8 inches tall-ish, 8 to 10 inches.
Did he give you very specific instructions about how to make this doll?
Yes. More specific each time.
Do you know if there's a way that you can botch the doll in such a way that he cannot figure it out, but in a way that would make it incorrect?
So Blinsky is going to pull out a sheet of paper, and I don't have a handout for this, but just like you see over the past like 2 years, notes on the appearance, and then you can see how things have been scratched out and changed slightly. These are not big changes. There are slight tweaks, like mouth smaller, eyes happier, just weird little fucking notes that have just changed over the course of a couple of years.
We'll let you know, Hito, if you're still here.
The current doll.
But I think you might be gone. Alas.
They're down into the fucking weeds on specifics. There's not a lot he can do to change this. If this person is in Falaki, they might be in danger.
I believe it. But I'm still very confused. Perhaps I'm not creative enough to understand this, but I cannot figure out how one can engage in perversion with a doll of this size.
You have a limited imagination.
Probably. Or it's just something I never considered.
A lot about Angel in that sentence.
I'm just gonna look at everybody. Ismark told us we would be safe here. And there's an emphasis when I say we.
Mark said that we would be safe here. Is that what she said?
Yes, the emphasis on we, though, sort of insinuates that I'm not actually talking about us.
So you believe he knew she was in danger?
I question his motives.
You think her brother sent her here for this?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Potentially.
It is worth noting that
Brothers do some weird shit, apparently.
Yep.
it is also notable though that the guy with the the guy who previously was the guy with the one arm did have a problem with Irina's brother. So it is possible this was part of like, hey, stop being creepy to my sister, please.
Point.
Yeah, that's a good assumption. This
Yeah.
is, I figured we'd talk this out, but I didn't think we were going to go anywhere else tonight.
Oh man, fuck. Today was a roller coaster.
We made it.
We did.
He did make
Raka, you were so concerned we were gonna die. You just had to be positive, my dude. I knew we could do it.
We had great rolls and like important enemy rolls missed. I didn't expect that. It could have so easily turned, and it didn't.
I just want you to remember, Pratim, that everybody else was going to leave Callow behind, but I came back in.
Yeah, I know. My plan was I was gonna get the bones and run out, taking attacks of opportunity against me. That's fine. I was just gonna fucking book it because I knew that I would get an attack of opportunity thrown against me. But what I didn't account for was failing that first investigation where I stuck in the room one more turn than I wanted to.
Oh, I should prepare you. One of the reasons I was interested in Blinsky's, aside from the quests. I don't know how you want to handle this, but Sniv is probably going to, once tensions settle down, and if we can continue to confirm that he's not a bad person, he just doesn't know what's happening. She wants him to take a look at her toy sword and see if it can be reinforced in any way. It's been through a lot of use in these years.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this also. Because if they're that specific with the requirements for making it,
we should probably arcana it, see if there's any inherent magic to it, or if it is just like a fetish thing, or like he needs something that looks like her.
yeah. Go ahead.
I have suspicions.
Yeah, fair. I think I may be able to help with that because I think is Arcana a spell slot or a
Thanks for joining us,
No,
everybody
Arcana
else that's
is-
here. We're going to cut it here for now.
It's an intelligence-based skill.
I will
so-
probably kick off a stream again
and
shortly
we
in
also
Among
wanted
Us,
to-
as long
I
as there's
also
still
have
space in the
magic
lobby for me to join them.
awareness as part of the
Otherwise,
Black
I
Path of
will
Wild
see you
Magic
people around. Join us again next
Oh,
week.
nice. Okay.
It looks like I might have to change the title of this stream. Like TPK or no TPK, we seem to be coming out on top more often than not.
Like everybody should
But
come back
thanks
with an extra
for joining
weapon
us,
next
as
week.
always.
Our team should probably figure out what class.
And
that's gonna
I
be.
will catch you all later.
I'll talk to Raka throughout the week for just helping me decide that.